Hey everybody, I am sorry that I'm late. Hold on, I gotta hook up. Hold on, y'all. Let me get everything set up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm running late today. Oh my God, it's 12 of y'all on here. Please forgive me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I come. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I had to go and make sure everything was right. Oh my God. Y'all know I'm never late like this. I am so sorry. Okay, here I am. Okay, if y'all can't hear me, let me know, okay? But hold on. Okay. Please, please, please forgive me for being late. Okay. I'm so sorry. I just got busy. I just got busy and I lost track of time. Before you know it, I had lost track of time. So I'm sorry, y'all. I want to make sure I got everything. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Let me make sure I get my mic. So hey, welcome to Keke Loves Nigeria. And I am your host, Keke. What I do on my channel, and what I do in real life for real, is qualitative research. I got exposed to beautiful. I got exposed to qualitative research when I was in graduate school, and I really liked qualitative research because it answered questions that you could not answer with numbers. Like what well, you can answer what, but like different questions. Okay, like what? How much money? Well, that's what we're going to do today. Our question I asked today when I was doing qualitative research, tell me if y'all can't hear me, was what did Blakkk Acres of the Gambia do with their donation money? All right, so we really can't answer that with numbers, right? So what we got to do, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Jordan. No, if you look, Mr. Jordan, I am never late like this. I promise you. I'm never late. I am never ever late. But look, I had a lot to print. This report was much longer than I thought it was. And I wanted to make sure it was thorough. Okay. And I wanted to make sure it was no personal attacks. Okay. Because, like I said, I don't want to be known for a person who just gets on YouTube and just slander people's name and do personal attacks. No. What I want to do, be known for, is I have facts. Okay. So you can't ever say Keke Loves Nigeria said this. I'm going to tell you what you said. Okay. And then you can explain yourself to people. So please, please, Mr. Jordan, forgive me. All right. Now let's see. I play with toys fast. Well, if we are all black, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. So y'all tell me if y'all can't hear me. Okay, so let's go back. So I learned to love qualitative research when I was in graduate school because a lot of times when you deal with Black people or minorities in general, even women, it's hard to answer those questions about us with numbers. All right. So I was taught how to do qualitative research where we ask why and what, and we use like words to answer our questions, okay? And that's what I did with this. I also included a little qualitative research because I had a lot of numbers that I had to come up with, okay? So that's how I got exposed to it. And I thought, okay, this is something that I could use to help us on our repat journey. Because I noticed on this repat journey, a lot of it is fueled by emotion, okay? And emotion will get us it gets you in trouble every time. Even like in my relationships videos, I talk about emotion, how you can't be guided by emotion. Okay. So I noticed doing all this research that most of these people are, guided by their emotion. They're letting their emotions, how they feel about a person or how they feel about a place, make their decision on where they repatriate to. And that to me is problematic. So that's when I said, okay, let me use my qualitative research skill to see what's really going on in these places where we are repatriating, because people will sell you a dream. They will, I'm really not quite sure why they do this. Okay, but one thing is for sure, I've noticed that these repats in the Gambia, because these are the ones I've studied extensively, they love to sell us dreams. And why? I don't know. I don't know if it's they want us to get over there and suffer like them, so they won't feel like they weren't prepared, or, if they just like to see people fail. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So that's why, I wanted to, I embarked upon this research. So what I also do, excuse me, is I travel to Africa a lot. Like, as you can see, I've been to the continent 11. See, this is how long this report is, y'all. So I had to make sure it was right. So I've traveled to the continent. This is my 11th or my 12th time. Like I said, I can't remember because I had to turn in one of the passports with my trip to Nigeria. I don't remember how many times I've been to Nigeria. That's why it's messed up. So I also talk about my travels, what I experienced along the way on those travels and what it's like to be, because this is the only perspective that I can come from as an African American woman in these countries, okay, and how I'm treated as an African American woman in this country. So I talk about those experiences also. I travel, a lot of my travel is in Africa. Most of it is in Africa, okay, this thus far. So where do I get my information from? Like I said, I do qualitative research. Researchers use primary sources, okay? And one thing that you guys don't understand is that research, I'm not saying everybody, but most people don't understand that researchers are trained to determine if a source is credible or not, okay? So you can't just go Google something on YouTube, even on YouTube. You can't just Google something on YouTube and take that as credible. You got to do a little more research. You got to determine if that's a credible source. Who is the person making this statement? Who is the person doing the research? Does this person know anything about Africa? Does this person know anything about African American people? Does this person know anything about people in general? Or is this somebody just telling us what they think? These are things that, I noticed what was going on, and I said, well, I have experience, and I also have been trained professionally how to do these things, so I can share my knowledge on YouTube. And at that time, I was doing it for free. Okay, I just really started doing this for free, and someone encouraged me to do it. They said, you have a lot of information. What you were going through when you first started going to Nigeria was really difficult, but you managed to do that on your own. You should share that experience with the world. So that's why I do my YouTube channel, and that's why that's what I do. I help people repatriate, okay, through my travels and through my videos. I also have immigration videos on it. So let's see what else. Like I said, I get my information from primary sources. Videos, let me tell you guys what a primary source is. A lot of people don't know. Okay, a primary source is when I hear you say it, or you wrote it. Okay, that's a primary source. Those are the sources that I use. I don't use secondary sources. So I'm not quite sure why people think I'm exposing some Blakkk Acres of Gambia, because how could I expose them when the information that I'm getting is simply in their video? I'm just holding them accountable for things that they said they were going to do. I'm asking the question to them, did you do those things? And in the process, doing research on people or organizations, you find out the moral character of these people and these organizations. And a lot of times, it just isn't good. Most times, it is not good. So that's why I do this, to inform and to educate my people for free, pretty much. Because like I said, for a qualitative research study, if you even just Google this, that's going to cost you anywhere between $20,000 and $50,000 for a trained, qualified researcher as myself. All right. So that's why I use primary sources, because that's where you're going to get the information. That's where it can't be defamation, because how is it defamation when you said it? When you said it. When you said this to me, or when somebody tells me XYZ, and then I have another source saying XYZ, and these people are saying it and not me, they're telling me what they think, what their experience is. That is primary sources, people. That's not me. Okay. I don't sit up and make up things about people. My life is far too busy for that. Okay. I told you what I do. I inform my people. Okay. When did I begin researching these issues? Well, I began researching the repat community in the Gambia, and it's been over a year now. It seriously has. It's been over a year that I've been researching them. They've been having different issues on and off in the Gambia. And I've just, I think I'm finished with them. And then it's time to, that's it. Y'all always want to do that. Get to the goods. But see, what happens, Mr. Jordan, when I get to the goods, if I skip over this part, then they're going to say, well, who are you to do this? And how are you qualified to do this? So I got to do all this part. I know. I like to get to the goods, but I can't just get to goods like that. We got to build up the story, because a lot of people never watched before. They just come on here because they think, oh, she's talking about bags, so bag defenders got to come on here and, do it. So that's what we got to do. We're almost getting to it. Okay, when did you begin researching this issue? I began researching the repats probably about a year ago. Okay, each time I tried to get out of researching the repats in the Gambia, I was drawn back into another issue. It was just one issue after the next issue after the next issue. These repat community in the Gambia are the most problematic people, in my personal and professional opinion, that I've ever researched in my life. Very problematic people. They go from, I think they create these dramas. I actually do. I'm starting to think they create these dramas because most of them live off YouTube donations and views. Okay. So for YouTube, every 28 days, you recycle over. All right. So every 28 days, you got to get at least 1,000 views on your video, because that's how they're going to pay you. So every 28 days, you got to come up with something new where 1,000 people will watch. So I'm starting to think they create these dramas just to get people to click and people to view. Because when there's no drama, people aren't clicking and viewing on those channels as they are when there's drama. So this is something else that I've analyzed while researching them over the years. The drama creates money for them. It creates clicks and views. But what they're not telling you, people, these clicks and views, and what they're not realizing, which they probably are, is that YouTube won't pay you for those videos. All right. All those expose videos, they're not even getting monetized. So I'm not sure, what is the purpose of that, but it's just what they do in the Gambia. It's what this repat community does. From my research, this is what they do. They love to personally attack. They love to slander people. They love to try to publicly shame people. They love to try to publicly humiliate people, even if they have to lie. They will lie to do. All right, and this is just from my research findings alone. All right, so, but I've been doing qualitative research for 10 years now. Now, again, how am I qualified to do this research? Mr. Jordan, this is really important, okay? Because people think I'm just somebody sitting at home and just pick on people on YouTube. No, I'm far from that. I educate people on YouTube. What I do on YouTube, you would have to pay for in real life, okay? So that's what I do. So what makes me qualified to do this? I have a master's, like I said, in public administration and a master's in education administration, okay? So in administration degrees, that means that you are a manager. That means you are running things, okay? So when you run things, you do research so you know what's going on inside of those things and around those things. So I say that to say that I'm heavily trained in research. Research is what I do. Do you think they do it for you too? Yes, I do think they do it for you too. Yes, I think they do it for you too. Through all of this that I've been through, I really think they do it for you too. I know for a fact they do it for you too. Because I told y'all when I was sitting in the restaurant, when the woman wanted to fight me, okay? When she wanted to fight me and I was sitting right there, I told you guys that Crazy Boy, they called Crazy Boy over there. Okay, y'all got to go in the other room. I'm live. Bye. Okay. So they call Crazy Boy. They act like they can't stand him on YouTube, right, y'all? But in person, they're over there trying to make a truce. Beautiful. I'm sorry, y'all. The kids are here again. It's the summertime. Y'all know how young people are. They want to go out and have fun. And you know, 2 o'clock to a young person, honey, that's like 6 o'clock. I said I go live at 2 o'clock. Oh, we'll be here before then. Y'all see what time it is. That's another reason I was late. Because I had to cook them something to eat, get the kids together. This is young people. But I couldn't do that. Y'all, if I did that to my mother, oh my God. Oh my God. But let me get back to what we was talking about. Mr. Jordan don't like when I get off track. Okay, so yeah, I think they seriously do. Because when I saw that, my mind was blown. Because in real life, if somebody tell you, girl, when I see you, it is on. That's for real. That's for real, y'all. It's not when I see you, it's going to be, I'm going to yell and I'm going to scream and I'm going to make a scene. It's not that. So when I saw that and I experienced that, I said, oh, this is for you two. This is my real life. I have to come to the Gambia because I have family there. Okay. Y'all here because y'all think y'all can come up here because that's what I've researched and learned, that this is all about exploitation also. This is about going to a place that we think the laws are so lax, the government is so ineffective, the army is so ill-ready, and this is the truth, that we can go in this country and we can do whatever we want to do. And that's what I've seen time and time again in the Gambia. Time and time again. Not with just Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, but with the repats that I've researched on my Gambia. So, what are we talking about tonight? Yeah, I think they do it for you too. So I answered that question. I think they really do this for you. Let's see. So I talked about that. Okay, now we're going to see if they got any questions. We talked about that question. Okay. I need you to research the video, Sweet Juicy Mama in the Field with the Woman with the whistling issue. Okay, send it to me. Because y'all know they got 1,000 videos. They got 1,000 videos. I mean, I was trying. Y'all see how long it took me. I had to take myself off of YouTube and I had to focus on this because, you know, it's time for school to start. I got to go back to work. So, you know, they make us go to training and all this stuff. So I got to go back. But I promised y'all we was going to do this until August. So, but I'm still doing the research. You know what I mean? But we're just not doing it like as many videos as we were. It has to be, I think Wednesday I'm going to upload a video. Saturday we're going to do a lot. So yeah, send me that because that's really interesting because that's something else that I found in the Gambia. And I don't know if this is going on in other places, but I'm going to have to check with other repat communities. But in the Gambia, it seems like a lot of the African Americans are dibbling and dabbling in juju. Okay. And juju is a form of black magic and witchcraft. Okay. A lot of times it's witchcraft, it's black magic. Like I told you, the difference between black magic and witchcraft is black magic is I want you dead. Witchcraft is I want you to stop. But either one of them, it's ill. You have to have evil in your heart and evil intent for it to work. And for some reason, instead of us going there, connecting in a positive, beautiful, instead of them connecting with the Most High in a positive way, They want to connect with lesser gods and lower gods because they want material things. And that's what I think it is. And because, see, when you connect, let me tell y'all something real quick. When you connect with the Most High God, your wealth becomes about spirituality. Your wealth comes from within. You don't need like big cars, big houses, big money. As long as you have peace within yourself, that's what it's all about. But when you're at another level, it's about the things that you have and who you are and what people think of you and how many views you have and how many subscribers you have and how popular you are. Okay? So when you're on the Most High mission, it becomes an inward mission. When you're on the lower, I want what I want, I'll get, and I'm going to have to go to the lesser gods to get it. It becomes about things. And you can tell because these people who do this become obsessed with things. So yeah, they are. Please send me that link. I'll be glad to do that. Because if you plan on repatriating, you need to know about African spirituality. You really do. Because whether you know it or not, you're going to be exposed to it. Whether you know it or not, somebody may try to put it on you. But you need to know about it. You need to. Beautiful. Close the door to my room because I can hear them screaming. And I know everybody, all these people on here can hear them screaming. Y'all, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Listen to that. Oh, Lord, yeah. So let me finish. So what we're talking about tonight, I'm presenting my research findings. In this particular study, like I said, I asked the question, I said, as of today, which was 4 weeks ago, what have Blakkk Acres of the Gambia done with their donation money? Simple question, right? What have they done with it? This is not anything I have to make up. This is not anything that I have to speculate about. It's clearly on video, right? It's clearly on video. So all we got to do, like I said, all we got to do is trace the dollar. And why is this interesting? Why do we even care about what they did with the donation money? Is because they told us they were going to do one thing with the money. Okay? So let me tell you, that's what I said. I said I was seeking an answer to this question because thus far, all they have been building is their own. Thus far, they told us they were going to build a community, right? They said they were going to build a community for African Americans. They were going to have apartments where we could come to. And I'm probably going to miss some of the stuff. They promised so much stuff. They said they were going to have a store. They said they were going to have like a garden with which no pesticides that they were going to sell and fresh vegetables from. And they promised us that we could come there and we could stay there whenever we needed, right? If I'm wrong, you guys please correct me, okay? So this is the question. This is what they promised us. But the more and more that I looked, this is not what they were doing with the money. And like I told you, when I was in graduate school, what they always told me to do is follow the money. If you want to know, especially nonprofit, even city governments, they're good for this too. Nonprofit city, anybody who take donation, that's why they got to expose. They got to be clear. They got to have transparency and let you see clearly what they're doing with this money. Blakkk should be showing us on YouTube what they are doing with this money monthly, y'all. They should have some kind of YouTube meeting where they're showing you their books. They're showing you everything, showing us everything. And why I say us, because they're soliciting the funds from us. And if they were a real nonprofit, as they are acting, because that's what they're acting as. They're acting as a nonprofit. Because you cannot take these amount of donations. You cannot hold raffles. You definitely can't hold a raffle on the internet for your own personal and commercial gain. You cannot never, ever do that, according to the IRS. But they did this. So they are acting, people, as a not-for-profit, a charity. And you are donating no less than $100 because they won't take that unless you go to their other sources of revenue, which we're going to get to. These people had so many sources of revenue that I couldn't even, my mind was boggled. I couldn't even calculate how much money we're talking about. So that's what we're talking about tonight. So we have to follow this to find out what they did with the money. We just followed what they did with the money. And how we do that, we just look and see. What have they built? What have they built? Have they built anything for this community? Have they built any one thing for the community? Because see, that's what you do with donations. You take care of the donors first before you take care of yourself. Because remember, that money belongs to the donor. That's who that money belongs to, the donors. It does not belong to them. That's what you people got to understand. And I'm not talking to people who want to support Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. Please, people, if you want to support them and if you want to donate to them, even though you know they're non-licensed, even though you can clearly see they are not building anything for us, they are taking care of themselves, even though you can clearly see that. If you want to continue to donate to them, I have no problem with that. I'm not going to argue with you about that. Look, people, one thing I learned about research, and especially my type of research, I'm not here to convince you people of anything. Nobody. My job, God did not tell me to convince. Not one time do he say to me, oh, you need to convince them, or you need to convince her. He doesn't say that to me. You know what God says to me? You need to inform them. You need to present them with the information. Let them make their own decisions, but at least they will have the information. So please, if you don't want the information, all you got to do is not come on my channel. It's just that simple. You don't even have to listen to it. But there's people out there who want to make an informed decision about their repat journey. It's people out there who want to know this $100 that I am donating, I can write this off on my taxes, because you can't even write that $100 off on your taxes. And people have donated more than $100. It was people who were giving multiple donations. They can't write that money off. They cannot, because they're not a licensed charity. They are not licensed to do anything you see these people do on YouTube. Nothing, because everything they do requires a license. Every single thing. So that's what we're talking about tonight. And again, where did I get this information? My information again. Yeah, my phone ringing. I can't reach it. It's clear across the room. Hit decline. Where did I get this information? Like I get this information from. I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna take your questions in a minute. I get this information from primary sources because I don't have time for he say, she say. He say, she say. Because you know what my grandma told me about he say, she say. She always said, that's the biggest lie ever told. Okay? So I don't listen to that. I'm going to go straight to you. Okay, it's back. So I'm going to go to you, and I'm going to let you tell me exactly what you do. All right? That's just what I'm going to do. Go to you. I'm going to go to the source because that's how I was trained personally by my grandma and by my schools. You go straight to the source. That's why I said I have read Christopher Columbus' journal. I know what he said about Africans being in America prior to him coming there. I'm fully aware that Africans, West Africans, were in America before Columbus, because I read it in his journal. Columbus didn't try to hide that. The world did, but he didn't. He wrote about it. How do you think people know about it, people? Because he wrote it. That's why I like primary sources, because you can't tell me, no, that's not true, when I know I read it or I heard it for myself. So that's where I got this information from. The primary sources were videos, emails, and they were also comments, all right? Because a lot of people will they will know facts, and they'll be in the comment section. They'll comment facts in the comment section, and there's a lot of trolls in the comment section. And the way you can tell the difference between a troll and somebody's factual is that a troll is outlandish. Like their statements will be just outlandish, and just like what? You just be like, what? That's usually 9 times out of 10 people. That's a troll. The other statements, they could be shocking, but they're not like outlandish. They're plausible. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. Okay, we're going to stop right here. Put this down, stop. And I'm going to go take your question. I want to make sure we stay on track tonight. Yeah, they still ain't here to get these kids. Lord, how much? They get me every time, every weekend. They get me every weekend, y'all. But this is the last Saturday because I'm back to work. They won't be getting me anymore. Okay. If he couldn't build a community in America, yes. Yes. Here they go. Here they go. No, that's not her, y'all. I got excited. That's beautiful. Oh. I'm sorry. Let me get back. Okay. If they couldn't build a community in America, what makes you think he can build a community in Africa? Their ego is too big. And that's so true. That is so true. Because usually if somebody has a history of community building, now if somebody is a community builder, they'll have a history of community building. Just like Tupac Shakur. This is somebody that I really love and I really follow this person, right? Because this is a very misunderstood person until I started researching him and I saw, oh, these people were just telling lies on this person. There's a whole high school named after him. They teach about him in the white universities. Yeah, you got to go to the college, to the mainstream universities, and they teach whole classes about Tupac Shakur, but not in the Black community. We were still looking at him as a thug, as a criminal, as a drug dealer, or whatever else you wanted to look at him at. Until you research this man, and you see this man was a true community builder. When he was homeless because his mother was on drugs, he would pass his time by going to the YMCA. And you know what he did there? He created a committee for homeless people, for homeless kids. That's what he did. While he was homeless, he created a committee to help homeless kids. See, that's a community builder. I'm going to have a history of community building, and I'm not going to have to come on YouTube. That's why it wasn't important, because, see, I could have sold y'all on Victoria Bertay very easily. I didn't have to come on here as Keke Loves Nigeria. I could have came on here as Victoria Bertay and sold y'all on who I was, because I have a record of that. I have a history, a proven track record of who I am and what I can do. But I wasn't going to use that. I didn't want to use that to sell y'all. I didn't want to use that to get y'all to believe in me. I wanted my work. I wanted to prove myself to you guys. That's why I came on here as Keke Loves Nigeria. That's why I never talk about what Victoria does until other people wanted to bring Victoria into this conversation, as if I'm ashamed of Victoria. But this is what these people in the Gambia do. These repats. They try to shame you. They try to humiliate you. And it looked like they would learn from Tasha K, who did the same thing to Cardi B. And look what happened to her. They know daggone well I'm not a prostitute. They know daggone well I don't practice forgery. They know I've never been to prison for anything. They know I have no criminal record, but they continue to spread these lies as if they're true. They continue to say I'm mentally ill, but they have no facts to base that out. They can't even tell you, like I said, if you think I'm mentally ill, what mental illness do I suffer from? Where's your facts about that? You just make these statements, these blanketed, slanderous statements. But everything I can say about you, I back it up, personally and professionally. Because I don't have time to just come on YouTube and sling mud. I'm too grown for that. I'm too accomplished for that. And I'm too professional for that. I come on YouTube to serve and to help my people. And my people are all people who try to live free and be happy. My people aren't just restricted to Black people, white people. No, people are people to me. But I do recognize myself as an African American, and that's how I identify. So let's go back to these questions. Yeah, their egos is way too big. That's what happens when you have a big ego. Sweet, juicy mama, always the 4,000, yes, see, 4,000 square foot house. That just proves she ain't never had nothing of value. Like, who talks about a square foot, yes, of a property? Get it? That's what I mean. And they're coming up off the backs of these subscribers who truly believe. Because I believed it. And I was getting ready to give them $100. I was getting ready to give them money. Till the Nigerian dude stopped me. He was like, what? What is wrong with you? You don't know these people making this up? These people aren't building nothing for y'all. These people are scamming y'all. These people are playing games with y'all. This was his opinion. Because he's a Nigerian. He know about the scam games. Like he said, you been tonight? You've been, listen, look how many times you've been in Nigeria. Look how many times you've been there. Look what you experience when you go there. Do you think these people are living lovely? Do you think that? And I was like, you're right. So why are they saying that? He said to get y'all money. Because they know how he said, look, everybody knows how African Americans feel about Africa. They have this little passion in their heart about Africa. Okay. And you could easily get them with that passion with Africa. He said people will play to that and people will use you guys for that. Don't give them people any of your money. And every time I was watching them faithfully, he'd be sitting up there laughing at the people donating the money, laughing. And look, he was right. He didn't even watch the show, but he was right. Look what they end up building. When you follow the dollars, how long ago? That was 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago, when that first raffle was held. If I'm wrong, correct me. Because like I said, there were so many videos. And these people, the truth is so inconsistent with these people. You just get confused. So I believe they started this Blakkk Acres of the Gambia 2 years ago. I believe that from what I was finding. Like I said, if I'm wrong, please correct me. Okay. So yes, but you could tell that's how you know, like I said, they're not building a community. Because if they were building the community like they said, and like they're coming back to, now they're coming back talking about this community, then why are you always emphasizing on this 400,000 square foot house? Why are you always emphasizing on your assets? How is your assets when you are operating as a charity? Those are public assets. That's public funds. Do you understand what public funds are? That's not your money. You didn't work for that money. Your income did not pay. Blakkk Acres of the Gambia's income did not pay for that help. People, we have a right to demand to see their record. We have a right to demand to see, what did you do with all this money? People, I think it's over $500,000, and I'm serious. That's why I'm sending this whole report to the IRS, because I seriously think this is over $500,000, and I'm going to make their job super easy for them. Super easy. Because this is ridiculous. And all that I went through, because I'm doing my civic duty, and people are mad at me in the Gambia because I'm doing my civic duty. They want me to turn a blind eye to wrongdoing. Are you serious, people? Are you serious? You want me to jeopardize my credibility for Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, who are self-proclaimed convicted child abusers? They told you themselves. Rick told you himself he's been arrested a number of times, and he was arrested at his child's school. He tells you this in their videos. The video where I got this information, remembering something, thinking back at hard times at Clarksville. Y'all know what video it is. They tell you this stuff. I'm not making this up. And you want me to sit up and watch these type of people, and then these people threaten me, and then their whole crew comes to threaten me. Because I'm going to be a good citizen. Because I'm going to do what I was raised to do. If you see wrongdoing, you report it. Because I'm doing what I believe is right. Y'all want to all come after me? But you know that's illegal to do that to a whistleblower, though, right? You know, as soon as I get everybody's name who's doing that, and I have some of your names. You know that, don't you? You know that. You know you can't do any of that. Because what? What's your reasoning for doing this? Because I reported suspected fraud to the IRS and you're mad at me because I did that? That's what's wrong with our community. That's what's going on in the Black community. That's why I can't live there anymore. Because that sickness is spread through our community, people. That you know these people is dirt. You know they're doing wrongdoing. You know wrongdoing is going on. You suspect it. You see it. But you turn your head to it. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell. It's not my business. If it's not your business, then whose business is it? Who's going to police us? If we don't police us, who's going to police us? That's what I want to know. If we don't clean up this repat community in the Gambia, who's going to clean it up? Who's going to clean it up? Who's going to tell you what's going on if we don't do it? Because these people really don't care. They like to see us sitting back, being fools, throwing dirt at each other. People love to see African Americans do that because nobody can be like African Americans, and everybody know that. So it becomes a circus show. And we become nothing more than a circus. And that's all we've become over there, is a circus. Because nobody is serious about nothing. Nothing. You think other people don't? Now look, y'all. If I know this is going on, if I can see this, if y'all can see this, because y'all brought this to my attention, you think people in the repats in the Gambia don't see this is going on? You think repats in the Gambia don't know this is going on? They know, they just don't say anything. They don't say anything. No, they don't say anything. Why they don't say anything? You got to ask them. I don't know. But what I experienced, the threats, them trying to public shame me, the public insults, the slander, all of that, what they're doing to me, trying to do to me. That's why I suspect that's why people don't say anything, because they don't want to go through that. And people got to live there. That place is small. Now, just imagine if I was living there. Just imagine what they would be doing to me. Y'all, they'd probably be breaking into my house. They'd probably be doing all kind of horrific things to me. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm serious. Because these are not people that I live around, okay, in America. I don't live around people like this, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, and those repats in the Gambia. I don't live around people like that. I don't interact with people like that. Only way I know these people are from YouTube. That's the only way. So I'm not going to go to the Gambia and interact and live around people that I wouldn't even do that with in America. No, I would not. No, I would not. And no, I am not. I am not. Because what I experienced over there was ridiculous. They should be ashamed. They should be ashamed of what they did. Because I can't advise anybody in good faith to repatriate to the Gambia, not where Blakkk Acres of the Gambia is over there, and not where their troves of supporters are over there. No. Because if you see something you don't like and you stand up for it, they're going to do you the same way they did me, people. But it's going to be worse because guess what? You're going to be living there. You're going to be living there. And ain't no telling what they'll do to you. There's no because see, these are professional people like me. These people don't have anything to live for. Like I got a lot to live for. A lot to. These people have nothing to live for. They have no life. They have nothing. Nothing. I have everything. So people like that become ruthless, especially when you're messing with their free money, just like Mr. Uganda told me. I think this is apparent, y'all. But like I said, when I decided to do this, I decided I was going all the way. And I'll be daggone if I let some people with criminal record, I let some people who I suspect who are scamming. I know they are because I looked up their license. They're not a licensed nonprofit. They're not licensed to take donations. So I know they're scamming the government. And I'm supposed to be scared of these type of people. And it's all this is proof. They're on other people's videos asking them, where does she work at so we can write her employer? What exactly are you going to write them and say? What exactly are you? I would just love to see what how that conversation goes. But you know, when you do that, you know that's considered. When you reach out to my employer, you know that's considered stalking and harassment, right? You know that, right? Because if you truly had an issue with me, you need to call the police. If I'm truly harassing you, if I'm truly doing something to you that's illegal, if I'm defaming your character, then you need to sue me and quit lying on me. Because they're not going to do that, y'all. They're just going to keep going, playing this YouTube game, and they think I'm going to play it with them. No, I'm going to do what I do, and then I'm moving on. Like I do. I don't stay and play with people. When have y'all seen me sit and stay? I move on to the next story. I move on to the next topic. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stay and roll around and wallow in the mud with pigs. My grandmother told me not to do that. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ever do that. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about you personally. I'm going to hit you with the fact. They think they're like Donald Trump. They can do whatever they want. No, they cannot. And until they relinquish those passports, they need to report their taxes every year. Now, y'all want me to truly believe, with all my education and with all my service to the governments from here to Kumba, Cameroon, all my service to the governments, y'all want me to truly believe these people are filing their taxes every year and reporting this income? Y'all want me to truly believe that? Truly, y'all want me to believe that? I worked too hard to get where I am in life. And I grew up in the United States of America, okay? So nothing was given to me. I worked for everything that I got. And if you think I'm about to throw away my whole life to hide Blakkk Acres lie, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I serve the people. We report our taxes every year. Every year. People who want to take donations here, they fill out the necessary paperwork. They report those donations. They get licensed so you can, so that $100 you donate, you can claim that on your taxes. 100 to 500, because people donated multiple times. But these people get nothing because they don't know. And I'm supposed to know all this information. I'm supposed to know how it's supposed to go. And I'm supposed to sit here and say nothing. But I'm supposed to exchange in these personal attacks. I'm supposed to get down and dirty with personal attacks. Really? No. No, I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. I'm not about that. I'm about the fact. Yep, a fool, and they shall part quickly. They shall part quickly because they were greedy. When all they had to do was build the stuff for the people first. You see what I mean? Build for the people first. Then take and build you something lastly, at the end, that's how you do. You do everything you said you was going to do with these people. Did they even say they were going to build a house? Because if they did not say they were going to build a personal property, they cannot just build a personal property. They cannot do that. You cannot take donors' money for one thing and then use it for something else. So if they never told us they were building a 4,000 square foot house when they were taking those donations, that's another thing they did illegally. That's what I mean. There's so much illegal activity that I suspect going on here that it had to be reported. I don't know why it hasn't been reported so far. I'm not the only one seeing this. This is on YouTube, people. You act like I'm digging it like they did me. You act like I'm digging around trying to find something, paying for background checks and stuff. Y'all act like I'm doing that. I'm not doing none of that. This stuff is right here on YouTube. I'm not making up outlandish lies. You people see this. You just heard them say they'll be taking investments. $100. I don't know if it was $100. I can't remember, but it's in my notes. They're going to take investments because they've been watching, because they watch faithfully. So they know I'm on to them about this donor, but it's too late because you've got thousands of videos out here and it's just proof everywhere. And there's on different people's channels that I got this information so they can go and delete the information if they want to. Because it's other YouTube people who've been trying to tell you about these people. I'm not the only one. I am not the only one. Fresh Prince of Wakanda got a whole series about these people. Rakama Daddy got a whole series about these people. And y'all mad? Something is wrong. Y'all are mad. Y'all should be thankful. Y'all should be thanking us that we care enough about our people to do. And Fresh Prince of Wakanda, that ain't even his people. Other than Black, well, he's from the UK. He don't have to care like that. But he took the time to let y'all know what's going on. And y'all still get mad. Y'all still attack. Even the girl from the Gambia, I think her name was Amy or Ami. These people have been exposing these people for a long time. A long time. That's why I said people in the Gambia know, but they stand silent. And they think I can sit on YouTube and tell people, oh, you need to repatriate to the Gambia. Oh, you need to go to the Gambia. No, you do not. Not long. Let me qualify that. Not as long as Blakkk Acres of the Gambia and their supporters are in the Gambia. I will not recommend anybody personally and professionally to go to the Gambia because these people support wrongdoing, in my personal and professional opinion. And like I said, and when you don't support it and when you stand up for what's right, you see what was done to me. You see what they're trying to do to me. You see it. Lie after lie after lie after lie. This is ridiculous. But you know they're doing wrong. You know it. And you're mad at me because I said something. Wow. Wow. What kind of people are we? What kind of people have we become? That's the question. These Pan-Africanist people. That's why I said I'm not no daggone Pan-Africanist. I'm not that. I am not that. Because that's what these people call themselves. And I am not that. I am 80% African and I am 20% European. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I am 20% European. I'm 20% European. All right. So that means I can go to Africa or I can go to Europe because I got roots in both places. All right. I got roots in both places. I don't believe Africa, after all of this drama I've been through, I don't believe Africa is the only place for me. No. No. Beautiful. That's too loud. We can hear now. Y'all excuse me. But he's upset. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why, but he seems to be upset. Okay. Beautiful. You need to leave him alone and quit arguing with him, okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. Call there, mother. I'm so sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. Okay, so we finish these comments. Mr. Jordan says exactly. Hey, Brayden, y'all need to be quiet. Tell Bryson, come here. Y'all need to really be quiet. I believe that donations are gifts. Not sure about the threshold of when they need to be declared by the taxes. Well, if the donations, because somebody tried to clear that up and say that they consider the donations a gift. Well, it's not. It's what they, the intent. Bryson, you got to be quiet, okay?
But
I know, but you can't talk. Okay, okay. You gotta wait. I'm on live. You gotta move. You gotta move in front of the camera. Bye. Be quiet, okay? Thank you. From what I understand, somebody tried to say that. Okay, but the intent. Nowhere does bag say these are gifts. Nowhere, and then they've exceeded the threshold of gifts. I think that is $15,000. They clearly exceeded that with $100 donations for the plaque. You see what I'm saying? So they can't even go back, even if they try to say, well, now, I don't know if the IRS is going to contact them. I don't know what the IRS does. I did my civic duty, and that was to report them. Okay. So say they contact them and they say, okay, no, that was not donations. Those were gifts. So the IRS is simply going to pull the tapes and say, well, you said on blah, 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 and you said on multiple occasions that these were donations. So now you're saying they're gifts? It doesn't work like that. If they're gifts, then they're gifts. And who asked for gifts? If they're gifts, they're gifts. If they're donations, they're donations. If they're investments, they're investments. Public servants can only go by what you say out of your mouth. It's not by what I think, it's what you say. And nowhere have they called these gifts. And like I said, they've exceeded that threshold a long time ago. A long time ago. So basically, they are using the US dollar, which is that's exactly it. That's exactly what I've come up with. They're basically using the US dollar because it has more value so they can quickly build this house. And I don't know when they were gonna let you guys, stop stringing people along. I guess they wanted us to figure that out because even now, they're still not talking about, well, after I start talking about, the donations, they went back to talking about this community. But prior to that, they were talking about after they finished their 4,000 square foot house, they were talking about, Bryson, they were talking about they were going to build housing for their children. Remember? It was not talking about the apartments for us. It was not the stores. It was not the restaurants. It was not any. Beautiful. I need you to get them right away. It was not the restaurants. It was not any of that. Beautiful. You can't be yelling like that, okay? You need to see what the problem is and try to solve it. So I'm sorry, y'all, but their mom is here now. I'm trying not to let them upset. It's really getting on my nerves. Okay, so yes, basically they're using the repats. Hey, Lisa, they're using the repats and they're using our community to fund their lifestyle in the Gambia. This is what I suspect. They're posing as a nonprofit who's helping us fulfill our repat dreams, when really what they're doing is just taking this money and just building their lives in the Gambia. And they're going to do this as long as they can do it. As long as they can do it, they're going to do it. That's from what, because like I said, people have been exposing these people for over 2 years, but people are still sending them money. So people are still believing in this. They are not scamming me. They are just scamming food. Exactly. They're not scamming me either. They almost did though, because I almost fell for it. I really did. I almost fell for it. I almost fell for it. Yep, I almost fell for it. Uh, they were in America, the land of opportunity. He went to Africa broke. Please make it make sense. And that's another thing people say, right? There's so much. That's why Africans come here. They always ask them why did they come here, and they always say because you have a lot of opportunity in your country. You know, we don't have this type of opportunity in Africa. Okay, so everyone recognizes that there is a lot of opportunity in this country. So with all the opportunity that we had in this country, I mean, I don't understand either how. Let's go try y'all. I don't understand either how you could not make it here, but you want us to believe that you're going to magically make it in the Gambia. Okay, you're going to magically do that. You're going to magically build this community when you couldn't even build. They couldn't even, according to the state of Tennessee, they couldn't even build a community in their home because the state of Tennessee had to intervene. So you can't even build a community in your home, but you want us to believe you're going to go to Africa and build this community. And you collect, I'm sure it's over $500,000, nearly half, if not over $500,000 to build this community. And all you built was your own personal property and spent it on your own personal finances, like the refrigerator, the newest thing, the refrigerator for the house. You're not supposed to do that with donors' money. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do what you say you were going to do with that, not support my personal life. This is why a lot of nonprofits get shut down, because they mix up the money. This is exactly what happened to the Black Panthers. This is exactly what happened. They were a nonprofit. People were coming to Huey, his friends, for money. They needed money to do different things, fix up their house, pay some bills. Huey felt sorry for them, gave them the money. Can't do that. You cannot do that. So that, guess what? There goes the Black Panthers' credibility right out the window, trying to help your friend. And the friends are the ones who turned on him in the end. None of it makes sense. Someone should donate money so they can take speech classes. Yes, name things. Yeah, yes. And see, that's what I mean. How about go to Africa and better yourself? How about go to Africa and better yourself? How about that? You know, but these people are not into that. They're not into bed. Like I said, if they're not into self-empowerment and self-improvement in America, how are you going to be into self-empowerment and self-improvement in Africa? This man is still talking about Black woman, Black baby, Black child. Nobody, no African American is 100% African, nothing. He's not even 100% African American. Neither is she. So they don't, it's like Hitler. Remember, Hitler was telling that blue-eyed, blonde-haired lie. He wasn't even blonde-haired, blue-eyed. He wasn't even a Jew. No, I'm sorry. He was a Jew. He was killing the Jews. But guess what? His mother was a Jew. So he was killing his own people because he hated himself. But that blonde-haired, blue-eyed, no, he wasn't that. But he was selling people that. So they're doing the same thing to y'all. Selling y'all this black lie, and y'all believe in this stuff. Nobody's 100% nothing. Nobody. But y'all believe in it. Y'all believe in, yeah, if I marry a Black man and we gonna have Black, guess what? I had babies by Black men, and guess what? My babies are lighter than I am. They ask me, are your kids mixed? Now make that make sense. It's called DNA, people. They exhausted the welfare system in America. Now YouTube has become their new welfare. And that's why they're so upset. That's why they're so upset. Because, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I can't even figure out how much money we're talking about. I can't figure out. Because like, again, like I said, there's so many videos. There's so many sources of income. There's so many income sources we don't even know how much you're getting because, like I said, these people who are acting as a nonprofit does not reveal their financial statement. They do not send financial statements to their donors. If I'm wrong, correct me, people. I know you're on here. There's 124 people on here. There's truly bad people on there who donate to them. If they send you a donor, please email me the statement. I'll gladly present it. And I'll gladly send it to the IRS. Please. I would love to see that. But you act like a charity. And I'm somebody who went to school. Now remember, I went to school to learn how to build nonprofits, how to run nonprofits, how to make sure they're licensed. I went to school for this. I went to school to spot fraudulent activity. I went to school to spot misappropriation of public funds. Now you want me to see this, suspect this activity and this mess right here that's being displayed on YouTube for the whole world to see. And you want me to sit and say nothing. That's what you want me to do. Why they defame my character everywhere they can. Attempt to. Because people know that's a lie. People know that's a lie. That's how you know it's defamation, because people know it's a lie. It doesn't even make sense. But they think this is what people like them think. That if we bully this person into submission, we can bully her into silence. We can get all the people who support us to gang up on her together, defame her name, slander her, try to humiliate her, try to do everything possibly to her. If we all do it at one time, she'll stop. She'll stop. She'll stop. I'll stop exactly what? Telling the truth? I'll become a liar for you? No. This is just proof that who you are. This is just more proof of who these people are. Like you guys have been telling me on YouTube. When people show you who they are, believe them. These people are showing you who they are. You need to believe them. You need to believe them. Like I said, just think what would be happening to me if I was living in the game. Think. What do y'all think they would have tried to do to me by now? Y'all see what they've done to me on the internet, what they've tried to do anyway. What do you think they would do to me if they could get to me personally? Because I stood up for what's right. That's what this is about, remember? Because I stood up for what's right. Hey, Keke, did you hear the drama Blakkk had with their mayor tried because Blakkk got caught stealing their palm wine? I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. Did you hear about this drama Blakkk had with I'm sorry, that's not married. No, no, I didn't hear nothing about that. You could tell us about that with the man. Oh, I don't have my glasses. Tried because Blakkk. Is that true? Are you sure? Are you playing? Tell me if you playing, because no, I ain't never heard that. Hey Keke, where my comment bypass? Did I say something? Did I bypass something? Yeah. No. No, maybe in the you talk okay, if you're talking about like the comment, like when I reply, I need to ask y'all to please forgive me for that. Because please, I'm so far behind. Y'all know I usually be on it, right? But I've been trying to get this report out. And remember, I'm working at, with the community garden. That's a lot of work. And I'm behind. But I promise today, I'm gonna donate today, some time today to commit some time to getting these responding to your comments. But no, sweetie, you have said nothing at all. Everybody, please just be patient, because I like to talk to you guys in the comment section, because that's how I learn stuff. So please forgive me. That's why I said I just got to get my schedule back right, because it's been crazy. But no, you can say whatever you want to say. I don't I don't restrict people's speech like that. I think we're adults and we can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I don't respect you. That doesn't mean I don't love you. That just means I have a difference of opinion. You know, so no, we could never be like that unless it's, you know, something really like an insult, personal insult or something like that. But I'm a number one fan of bags, and I'm not happy of why you always talk about bags. This is not music. Well, this isn't correct. Your statement is not correct. And it's slanderous because I don't always talk about Black Acres of the Gambia. If you need to just go through my channel, quit believing what they're telling you, the lies that they're telling you about me, and investigate for yourself. Now, a lot of the videos I took down, if the video had a clip in it, okay, y'all, if it had a clip from another channel, I removed those videos, all right, because I don't want to take a chance of getting in any copyright trouble. So I removed those videos personally. I just took them down, all right. So if it was there, no, and I just started doing that because let me tell you why, because I'm dealing with Black Acres of the Gambia subscribers. And I know they're not going to go look. So I put the clip in there. Normally, I don't do that. Normally, I tell you the video and I tell you where to go find it because I want you to learn how to look for information for yourself and stop being spoon-fed information. We can't continue to be spoon-fed information. We got to go look for information for ourselves. So I tried something new. It wasn't a good idea. And so I'm going back to my old self of doing, you know, where I tell you where to go find the video. So you need to go and look through my channel, ma'am. I talk about a ton of things. I just did a video on a review on Cocoa Ocean Beach Resort. So I don't always talk about them. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I told you why I talk about them. If you're not sure why, you might want to rewind to the beginning of the video. All right. Thank you. The rival's son is missing. Oh, don't say that. Oh my God, the rival's son is missing. They are going back to the U.S. to look for him. They ask people to spread the word. Is there a reason PhD and BAG don't repost it on their larger platform? I don't know, but I'm going to go on there when I get finished here. Oh my God, I hate that. Oh, I'll put it on mine as soon as I get off of here. I hate to hear that. I hope he's okay, y'all. We just need to pray, okay? That's the best thing we can do. BAG laugh at their contributors. They do. They call them stupid. And it is not their fault if people send them their money and they would never donate to another person. It's not their fault that if people send them their money, but it is their fault if I take your money and I don't have a license to do so. And I don't report that income to the IRS. And I don't report that I'm acting as a charity to the IRS. And it is their fault that they don't take the time to complete the paperwork like they should. Now, all of that is indeed their fault. He has always been a petty thief. He likes to prey on the young. Exactly. So if I'm always a petty thief, and this is nothing we're making up, Apologetic Neuropean has a video on his channel right now of his criminal history. All you got to do is go on there and look. His mugshot is right there. Nobody's making this up. Nobody. So if he's because what he's doing, scamming people, it's petty, but it's grew into a big crime because of he's on YouTube and the amount of donations he's taking in. So this has gotten out of hand, and they don't realize how much illegal activity, in my opinion, they have engaged in. And some of the people comment bad about BAG, always commented bad about you in BAG's video. You see how people can be a hypocrite. Yes, people are hypocrites. And especially some people, you're right. They'll come on here and they'll be like, oh, we just support Keke. Then they'll go over on different people's channel and then they'll talk about, but see, that's what makes me different from other YouTube people. Okay. I'm a professional. All right. I really don't care what you think about me. Okay. I don't care what you think about me. I don't really care how you feel about me. That's your problem and your position. All right. You need to work on that. So I can't sit around and worry about what somebody personally thinks of me. That's something I'm just too old for. So if these people want to come on YouTube and play these little hypocritical games, I don't have any control over that. I don't have any control over that, but I know people do that because I know some people that come to my mind when you say that. A lot of people do that. Now, this, I don't know, Paris. I don't know you, sweetie, but hi. Uh, THC and bag isn't the arrival of your brother. Why aren't you? Bye. I love y'all. See y'all later. Bye. I love you. See you later. Uh, because there's probably some type, if they're not supporting them, then I'm going to tell you frankly, just from my research on these people, there's probably some type of beef going on with them, and they're not supporting them. They're not supporting them in no shape, form, or fashion. And that's what they're letting you know. Bye. I love y'all. They can't. They already said bye. Well, I don't see a robber going to the police to report that someone is lying on them. Right. People critique each other. Wait a minute. Can't see that, y'all. Tag my glasses. Put them up. I guess I think they're in my book bag. People critique. Is that supposed to be critique each other all the time on the internet? And because Cynthia talked about you and then threaten you, then she gets what you give. No one has the right to tell you how. Exactly. That just sounds ridiculous. So I'm just supposed to see it, and that's what I'm supposed to just sit back and let people just bully me on the internet. I'm supposed to. That's what you want me to do. What kind of example am I to anybody? I'm supposed to just, not only are you bullying me, but that whole statement she made after everything they said was a complete lie. More defamation. I was not working for anybody. You're defaming my character, lady, again. Talking about I'm there getting information for UN. No, those are all I didn't even want to go to Blakkk Acres. I didn't even want to go. I was talked into going there. I've never had an interest into them. Since the Nigerian dude broke it down to me that these people were liars and scammers, I wasn't interested in them. I was talked into going there by people who I went to the Gambia with. Okay? That's what you need to understand. So this is just ridiculous that I'm supposed to just sit here, let you defame my character, let you call me names, let you threaten me, let you do whatever you want to me, and I'm supposed to sit here and take it. Something is wrong with these repats in the Gambia. That's why, like I'm telling you, I cannot tell you in good faith to repatriate to the Gambia, not why Blakkk Acres of the Gambia and their supporters are there. I would never advise anyone to go to that place. Never, never, ever would I advise anyone to go there. Go there to visit, do your 10 days, do not socialize with any of them. Don't give them any money. Don't do no business with them. Go to Gambia, has real nice tourist attractions, really nice tourist attractions. Go to the tourist, and y'all know I don't normally say that, but don't deal with them. If you got to stay in the tourist attractions, then stay there. But do not deal with these people, because Gambia is a beautiful country. You can have a beautiful experience there and you won't have to pay much money. You don't. And that's the truth. But these repats, it's not worth it. It's not worth your peace of mind. It's not worth your safety. It's not worth what they're going to try to do to you as soon as you don't conform to what they want you to be, or what you want them, or what they want you to say. Okay.
Someone just said their arrival is returning to America to search for their missing son. Maybe there's something we can do to help. We need to unite. That is insignificant. Uh, yeah, but uh, we can put it. I'm gonna put it on my community page, but I can't just go prying in their life like that. They're not my friends. If they reached out to me and said, will you do this? Will you do that? That's different. But I can put it on my community page, sure. But I don't know what else I can do other than that. I'm not going to email them and say, how's everything going? No, I ain't that type of person. No, because this is a painful time for them. This is extremely painful. And it's going to take you a day to get there. Yeah, I won't. I'll do what I can, but I'm not trying to pry in nobody's life. Yeah, that's a good idea. These other races exploiting Africa are a huge problem. Well, that's the other races. Africa, if Africa don't think it's a problem, why do y'all think it's a problem? Africa obviously don't think it's a problem. But y'all think it's a problem? How much sense does that make? The Africans live there. The African government does not think it's a problem. The African people don't think it's a problem because when you talk to them about it, they don't. The Gambians don't think it's a problem. They don't have a problem with the Chinese. They don't have a problem with the the Arabs, the Lebanese, the Europeans, but we do. How much sense does that make? We got the problem with it, but Africa doesn't have the problem with it. They're helping Africa develop. At this point, Africa's gonna roll with helping them develop. We're not America's not helping them develop. Do you see America over there helping them develop? No. So if the Chinese gonna come to them and say, hey, I'm gonna give you this and help you develop, you think they're not gonna do it? You think they're not? We think it's a problem. And how arrogant are we to tell somebody in their country, go to somebody else's house and tell them, the people who are helping them, you shouldn't have them help you because they're not Black. And the Black people are there, but they're too broke and too selfish to help them. Someone woke me up. Is this how Black America destroyed each other? Um, I don't think Black America is destroyed. I wouldn't say we're destroyed. Not when African American women are the most educated group in America. I would not describe an African American as destroyed. What is going on in the African American community is that there is a gap, and the gap is huge between the educated and the uneducated. Because you got this big group of women who have masters and double masters and PhDs. And then you got this group, which is a big chunk that don't even have a high school. That's the problem with the African American community. And instead of the intellectuals reaching back to these people to help educate them, to help lift them up, 9 times out of 10, they turn their back and they go on and they live their life. But they do that because look what was done to me. Because see, these type of people, they have nothing to live for. So I can throw rocks and I can say things and I can try to destroy your character and I can try to destroy you professionally because I don't have a profession. You see what I mean? And the professional is not going to take that time. The professional is not going to take that risk to help, to reach down, to help these people because they know in the long run, these people are not going to care. And they're going to turn on you and they're going to attack you because of their own insecurity. That's what's going on in the African American community. Blakkk used to say their house was 4,000 square meters. God, I think she is doing this for you. You think I'm doing it for views? Ma'am, I don't care what you think. All right. You're entitled to think what you want to think, but if you think I'm going to care, I'm sorry. You're entitled to think whatever you want to think. Bag and THC are all over Tay Tay's story, but not a word about the arrival. There's someone's life is at stake. They, wow, report you to your employer for what? That is a low life. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do because they don't have jobs. You know the people you make mad in your family and who don't got jobs and just criminals and they mad because you won't do what you want them to do and they gonna report you to your employer. They gonna make up something. They gotta make up something because it ain't nothing. Yes, they're on, and I got it. I have the screenshot where Rick and Cynthia are begging people to give them information so they can report me to my employer because I am mentally unstable. Do you know how slanderous that is, and how stalking that is, and how defamation of my character that is? And do you know I can sue them for those Blakkk Acres of the Gambia very easily in the Gambia because I got it all documented. All documented. Even though they knew it wasn't true because I made a video saying who I was and what I did. They continue to spread these lies about me, to defame my character. And they think, well, we didn't say your name, but you're in a video with my name clearly right there, asking for my personal information so you can contact my employer. That is defamation, and I got it. I got it. And you got them Blakkk Acres, and you think I'm going to let you get away with that? You think I'm going to let you get away with that? You got assets, remember? You have that house, remember? You got acres, you got house. You defamed my character. I have a report from the FBI saying that's a flat out lie. I have a report from the Ohio Bureau of Investigation saying that's a flat out lie. I told you that was a flat out lie, but you continue to report these defamation statements about me on your channel. And you're going to say, well, we didn't say her name. Well, if you weren't talking about me, why are you on some other video asking for my personal information so you can report me to your employer, to my employer, to tell them I'm mentally unstable? That's defamation and that's slanderous. I'm a professional. You can't do that to me. You cannot do that. Even if I'm not a professional, you can't do that to me. And you have assets, remember? You have assets, remember? I go to the Gambia regularly, remember? I'm not going to repatriate there, but I'm still going to go there. And I can very easily come after you, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, for defamation. If you don't believe me, watch Cardi B's case with Tasha K. You don't believe me? You thought it was funny calling me a crackhead garden tool? You thought that was funny. Let's see if the court in the Gambia think that's funny. Because I'm not going to play like Quasi Boy. I'm not saying what he's playing, but what I'm saying is he gives them too many chances. I don't give you chances like that to try to ruin my reputation. So yeah, I plan to do that when I get back there. I'm going to try to do it online. I don't know if I can, but I will be doing that. I'm not going to videotape because if it's a legal matter, I don't put it on YouTube. But I will let y'all know how it goes. But they will not get away with slandering my name. No, they will not. And they bragging about all this property they got in the Gambia, all that land they got, all that housing they got. And you're defaming my name for the world to see. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah. Nikki, stick to the topic. Stay rooted in your African heritage. You don't have to explain that because as an African, we can go anywhere in the world. We sure do. We don't. We want to go. It may not be safe, but we can. Exactly. We can go anywhere we want to go. Anywhere we want to go. Hey, Tyrone, anywhere we want to go. THC is now selling land after publicly asking for help on how he used to get his paperwork for the land. See what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You guys, you can't deal with this community. You cannot. You cannot. Not if you plan on successfully repatriating to Africa. If you're serious about going back to Africa, don't deal with this repat community in the Gambia. Don't repatriate there until they're gone.
because Africa's a communal society. You can't make it over there by yourself. I'm just telling you, even the Europeans, they're in a family. They're not by themselves. They're with a family. They're with their Gambian family. They're with somebody. That's solo dolo. That's not going to work. So who you going to be cool with? Who's going to be your family over there? Them repasses over there now that's supporting bad. So you basically going to be a part of kissing up to them, turning a blind eye to what they're doing, taking chances on insulting them. And if you do, they're going to come for you full force and everybody else there. No, that's ridiculous. No, I cannot say that. Y'all, that place was crazy. What I went through there and what I'm still going through with these people who I'm suspecting of committing fraud, this is unbelievable. You people in the Gambia are unbelievable. That's why I'm telling you people, if you think you're going to go there and you're going to succeed, y'all don't even know how many people are running out of the Gambia and coming back to the United States. Y'all don't even have a clue. They're leaving daily because they were sold a lie by Blakkk Acres. Because that's the person who's telling you, come. They're not going to help you. You see who they're going to help? Themselves. They're showing you. I donated because a lot of us want to be able, yes, to go to Africa. I want to see that thing. And that's what I was, you know what, Miss Worley? I think I'm saying it. And that's what I was about. That was my position also. That was my position also. But as I see their project unfolding, there's no way you solicited funds from us. You took donations from us, telling us you're going to build a community for us to come to. And you take that money, and once you get that money, you build nothing for us. You build a house for yourself. At some point, we got to wake up and we got to see this dream is not for us. This dream is for them. These donations are not for us. These donations are for them. At some point, we have to say, we have to hold ourselves accountable and quit believing those dreams that they're telling us and that they're selling us. We have to. Their lifestyle does not, right, it doesn't support that. With that much money in the Gambia, they should have 3 fully built for, right. But see, you got to remember, they're building that land. They have to buy the land. We don't know how much that costs because they didn't tell us. I'm gonna get to that in the report. We don't know how much they pay for their rent. We don't know how much their monthly expenses are. We don't know how much they spend monthly on eating. Don't you know the donations is going to that also? The donations are going to that also. So you're supporting, you people who are supporting them, you're supporting their lifestyle and you're supporting their building project. That's why that money's going like that, because they can't focus. If they were focused all the money on that building project, of course the house would be done, but it's not. They're still living in this other place and they're maintaining 2 places. So you got to think of all the places where the money is going. And like I said, there's no place where I can see where the money is going to the community. That I do not see. That I do not see. Others don't want to see bad success. I don't think it's that we don't want to see their success. I think we believed in their success till we found out that to them success meant that they succeed, not we succeed. So I think that's what it is, because we've given them 2 years. We supported them for 2 years, okay? We've been behind them 100% for 2 years. 2 years, you've had time, and all that money, you've had time to show us who you are. And like you people tell me on YouTube all the time, Keke, when somebody shows you who they are, you got to believe them. And they've showed us. They showed us what we're going to do with this money. I'm going to build a house with this money. I'm going to take care of myself with this money. I'm going to take care of my family with this money. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to get whatever I want to be comfortable. They paid $11 for 2, a little over $11 for 2 watermelon people.
I don't know where watermelon is $11 at for 2 watermelon, but it's not that much here. And why would you spend that much for watermelon? Because it's not your money. And you can't do that. You can't do that. Everything they're doing is completely illegal. So we want their success, but when I sit back as an educated woman and I'm sitting here and I'm knowing what you're doing is not right, and I know that you're not doing anything for the people, I can't just sit here and turn a blind eye to that and let the people just continue to be taken because that's what's going on. I can't do that. My conscience won't let me do that. Then I'll be just like any other fake YouTube person, creating drama for clicks and views. I don't create drama for clicks and views. I don't do that. Because what YouTube pays me, it's not even enough for me to go through what I've been through. To have my whole name, for you to try to scandalize my whole name, for you to sit up and just make fun of me on YouTube, make whole videos just making fun of me. Because of what? Because you dared to tell the truth? You dared to stand up to the bullies? Are y'all serious? Yeah, we wanted them to succeed too. That's why most people donate to them. I was about to donate too until I saw they were not building. See, that's all you got to do. It's what Mo Thugs just said. That's all you got to do. Sit back and look, follow the money, people. I can tell you every day, all day. I'm going to build a community for me and you. I'm going to build a community for Black kids where they can come and they can live for free, blah, blah, blah. Just donate to me and y'all will donate, donate, donate. But when I get that money, and I tell you, I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for the land. That's my personal business. But that's not my personal money. Because I got that money from you. So you got a right to come to me. The people have a right to say, how much did you pay for that land? But he has no right to tell you that's none of the business. But he does. But they do. They do. You can easily see. That's starting off wrong. That let me know. When I saw that video, that let me know, oh, this is some flim flam, shim sham. This is all full of shenanigans. This is all full of shenanigans. You're acting like a charity organization, but you are not transparent at all. And if I'm wrong, you guys need to correct me. Because like I said, they got over 1,000 videos. I can't look through all that. That's too painful to my soul to keep watching that stuff. I can't take it no more. I don't believe anyone thought this was a charity. No, it's just a drink. No, no. It's not what you thought. It's how I'm acting as a business. You know how when you do a business, you got to, what model are you? The state asks you what model, or they're not even a licensed business. The state asks you, what's your model? And they help you figure it out. They say, are you going to take donations? Yeah, I'm going to take donations. Are you doing something for the greater good of the community? Yeah, I want to do something for the greater good of the community. Okay, you are a nonprofit. You are a charity. You need to fill out this license. That's how you know they have no license. Because even if we did not suspect they were a charity, they were acting like a charity. And ignorance of the law is no excuse. Could they have done better with money? Yes, but never thought it was a charity. Just using the white man's terminology to get money. But you cannot do that. I cannot use, and it's not the white man's terminology. It's the Webster Dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary. It's the worldwide definition of a donation. Charities take donations, people. If I'm going to call this money you're giving to me a donation, if I'm going to ask you for a donation, people, I'm acting as a charity because you're donating to me. I'm not selling you a service. I'm not selling you no service. I'm asking you to donate to me. After a certain amount, you can't just keep taking these donations
and acting as a charity, and you're not reporting that. You can't hold raffles on the internet. You don't, for one, they don't have an international gaming license to hold any kind of raffle. You got to be a charity. That's the first thing. That's the first thing, people. Only charities can hold raffle, okay? And to do what they did, that raffle where everybody donated from around the United States or around the, you need an international gaming license. That's gambling. That's gambling. Do they have an international gaming license? So I'm supposed to turn a blind eye to that too, right? Act like I didn't see that, right? Act like I didn't see all that money flowing in, them hundreds of dollars, and that raffle where people donated more than $100 because they thought they was going to get more than one chance. But he didn't count that like that. He only gave him one chance. So I'm supposed to act like I don't see that either, right? I'm supposed to act like I don't know that that's illegal, right? It's not the terminologies, it's what you did. They can tell the IRS that. Well, it was, we just used the donation. So they're going to say you just used the word donation. So you just told people, you just lied to people and said it was a donation, but it wasn't. So you lied to people to get money from them. Really? That's called theft by deception. I don't think they want to say that. They have no character, so they have nothing to defame. Exactly. That's why they want to defame somebody else. That's why they can't. That's why Cynthia cannot stand me. That's why. That's exactly why. Because I'm not her. I'm not that. I lived my life to the fullest, and I continue to live my life to the fullest. I've had a wonderful life, and I will continue to have a wonderful life. I decided to do something with my life. I could have turned left, but I chose to go right. I told y'all that story. So these little hating girls who mad, they can stay mad. I don't care. I could care less. I have done twice. I have done twice, but chose not to anymore. I think they should have way more progress. I think the kids are ungrateful to me. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. People are seeing this. This lady is seeing this before I even did my report. Before I even done this report, she saw it. So I'm not exposing anything. I was doing a public service to the people, to the whole repat community. Yes, it is true. I heard it from the workers themselves. Yes, it is true. Can you say it? Say hi to beautiful. Honey, they gone. Thank God. They gone. But I'll tell them you said hi. But they gone. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. First before Bryce. Lord Jesus. Okay. Do what you do, Queen. Thank you. The wine drama, it's true. They paid and begged for the police not to be called. It happened. Shut up, y'all. I don't believe that. I saw that from the arrival. Now, oddly enough, he isn't listed as a missing person. At least he wasn't when they posted. So please don't misunderstand. I agree it is their fault, but I was saying bad shit. Said don't blame them. That's what they're going to tell the IRS. Don't blame them for taking money. Don't blame them for. See, these are, and I'm supposed to sit up here and tell y'all go to the Gambia, repatriate to the Gambia. People who, and these are, they say they don't say they're the leaders, but honey, yes, they are. Yes, they want to be the leaders so bad. Yes, they do so bad. So very, very bad. They want to be the leaders, y'all. They want to be the leaders so bad. It's unbelievable. Okay. So no, my phone, y'all. They want to be the leaders so bad that you can tell. Like anybody who supports me or anybody who sides with me, y'all hear them say you can't come to Blakkk Acres. What? What? Are we kids? Are we really kids? Yeah, these people in the Gambia are. They are. Division is the reason Blacks are not able to excel as a whole. Whites have and still use the concept of divide and conquer to overcome us because it works.
We must learn to love ourselves again. Okay, but white people are not doing this. See, to me, we use white people as an scapegoat. That you can't. I don't buy that anymore because there's no white person on here trying to defame my character. There's no white person making videos about me just trying to troll me. There's no white person doing that. These are black people who are doing that because they're upset because of my message. They don't like my message. All right. So I can't sit and say white people are doing this to me because there's no white person behind them telling them to do this. They're doing this to this other black person because they want to. Okay, they want to. So no, that doesn't wash with me. The white person stuff, no. They are retirees and not living large. Hi Keke. Oh, hey, Visionary Love. How you doing, girl? I am repatriating to Gambia 2023. I'm happy I have both Gambian family and friends. Okay, good. Then you stay with that. All right, girlfriend? You stay with that. Because if not, you're going to be emailing me saying, Keke, I wish I would have listened. Stay with that. All right? Like I said, the Gambia is a nice place. But if you're repatriating to be, cool with these repats and these repats are leading you to repatriate, you better think again. You better think 1,000 times again. It doesn't seem like they have a plan. Everything is always willing. They don't have a plan. Just like the garden. I've never seen a garden, but it's a garden. Even a garden. Even a garden, like we're making a garden. A garden is not willy-nilly. It's not willy-nilly. It's like you got tomatoes here, you got cucumbers here. You don't just throw everything in there. You just, I got some seeds, I'm gonna throw them in there. You don't do that. That's how you know there's no plan. We got all this money. We can do whatever we want to with it because we don't have to hold anybody account. Nobody's holding us accountable. People, I can provide you with an excellent Gambian contract for any of your questions or help you in need of land, residence paper, or whatever. Okay? And that's Visionary Love. So, Visionary Love, how they gonna contact you? Put your email on here or something. Visionary Love husband is Gambian, okay? And she's been around the Gambia for a long time, so, and she's not, y'all see her. So that's somebody that can help y'all that's not a part of that clickety click clack clack. Have you reached out? Have you reached the end of the report? No. I'm trying to get these questions. No, honey, I'm not done. Gambia is very experienced with Gambian, and diaspora needs to be serious and they don't play with money. Hi, Deb. How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna get these comments and I'm gonna go back. I don't think I will have many dealings with the repack. No, because that's just wrong. I'm telling you, they like it. They need it for their channel. They need it. They need this drama for their channel because they don't have any really good content, as you can see. And they create the drama because I need the content to boost my channel so I can get paid a bigger check because I need that check to live off of. Because every 28 days, all of those that like I had a video got 7,000 views, right? But every 28 days, guess where that video goes back to? One view. I got to start all the way over. So every 28 days, they're starting over. So they got to do this. They got to do this because they need the money. I know you are learning, but it has been years. And it's disappointing to see. Yeah. The Chinese are helping themselves by stealing. Yeah, they are. The Africans will. But that's their business. You think the Africans ain't. See, that's y'all thinking the Africans are these weak illiterates, don't know what's going on. Y'all need to study the African, especially the African businessman. He ain't stupid. And the politician, they're not stupid. Africans are not stupid. You better believe if the Chinese are getting something, you think the African is not getting something? Do you think the African government is that weak and docile that they're going to let somebody just come in and run all over them? Or do you think that government, that Chinese people are paying to play also? I can guarantee you, having worked for the government in Kumba, Cameroon, which is located in West Africa, that government, that Chinese people who are doing business over there, I can guarantee you they are paying to play. The government is getting something out of it. Africans are not weak. Africans are not docile. The Europeans did not like to deal with the African businessman. They did not like dealing with the African. They weren't weak and docile. They used to have to prostrate before them. You know what that means? They had to lay down on the ground on their face before these kings to do business with them. And now y'all made these kings so weak and docile that the Chinese is just coming in and running over the country, and they not get. I'm sorry. Like I said, having worked for the government in West Africa, no, they're not weak. They're not weak. They play a different kind of game than we play. And that's what y'all need to understand. The game they play is not the game we play. Y'all want them to play our game. They're not playing our game. They got their own game. That's why they sit back laughing at us. Like, y'all stupid. We're going to go who's giving us money. Y'all not giving us no money. Y'all want to come over here and mess up our money source. But y'all not giving us no money. Y'all can't even unite amongst yourselves. Y'all over here scamming each other. Lying and defaming each other. Y'all think we're going to deal with y'all? Please. Stealing palm wine. Get out of here. I type on my handy. Sorry for this. Also, lifestyle looks way beneath affordable on the two realities income. Neither one should like a dump. Not really defamation if you're pointing them to your word. You are a teacher. Influence becomes impressionable mind. I'd be mindful of what? For one, young impressionable minds are not on my channel. They don't watch my channel. I don't use my business name, so they can't even find me if they decided to look on YouTube for me. So what am I doing that's going to mess up young impressionable minds? Exposing? Not even exposing these people. Telling the truth, honey. I hope they grow up and be like me. So what am I doing? Educating. I'm an educator, lady. That's what I do. I educate people. If you don't like the subject matter, don't listen, but don't insinuate that I'm a bad educator. Impressionable, but be mindful of what? Be mindful of what? That I'm honest. I teach every person that I come in contact with to be honest, truthful, and accountable. I'm very mindful. You need to be mindful. Keke, did you find anything out about the supposed raffle winner? No. I don't even know who the supposed raffle. All I found out is that the raffle winner was not able to go to claim the prize yet. That's all I've heard. And I can't find anything about this raffle winner. Who's this number one raffle winner? Have y'all seen them come to the Gambia to claim their prize? Because I haven't. I haven't seen. I looked. I seen the drawing, but I don't know did y'all see any other people get their prizes? Did y'all see any of the people come to claim whatever prizes they had? Did they get those prizes? How do we even know? That's why I'm telling you this was illegal. They don't. For one, you can't have a raffle for personal and commercial gain. That raffle was strictly for their personal and commercial gain. The raffle winner did not get any money. They didn't split any of the money. It wasn't a 50-50 drawing. And the only people can do that is charity. For one, only a charity can have a raffle. Number two, you can't just keep all the money like that and give them an imaginary visit to bag that we've never seen. Keep on doing what you need to do because they are all messy, honey. They are. They real messy. 2004. 26 acres. How do you know that, Mr. Jordan? Because, thank you. He said they paid. Did you see it in a video? Do you remember the video? I want to just add that. Because I'm making everything easy for the IRS, honey. The government is my friend. I told y'all that. I told y'all I have a passion for the government. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I am not playing. I'm a public servant to heart. I take my stuff serious. I worked hard for that stuff, y'all. I worked hard. I believe in government. Government run right is wonderful. It is wonderful. I told y'all who I was. If you don't want me to know, and if you don't want me to tell, then don't do no wrongdoing around me. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But 3,000K is a lot of money anywhere, especially there. They should have 300,000K done more with it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, but they're just doing what they want to with it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what they got to be doing, because rent is high. They got to live day to day, especially during the rainy season when they're not going in bag. What are they doing? They're just in the house. You got to eat. That's when you really eat more, because you're in the house. You need your whatever that is, cash power. They need their day lives supported over there. And in Africa, it's expensive, especially the Gambia. It's really expensive. Your day-to-day life over there is really expensive. If you have enough money, you can't get a dime. They can't get a dime from me if they have enough money to pay for their employees. Yeah, which that was a lie. That was a whole lie. They entertain 25 acres. Why don't they have their exactly? Why don't you have your own watermelon? I'm guessing this would be easy. Be drawing 4,000 of retirement money. Isn't that enough to live comfortable? I don't know how much they draw retirement money. Where they retire from? He got an injury from the ear injury. I think somebody said he got some kind of pension from that. But and then somebody said they could get, once you get injured, you can get SSI. But if he's getting SSI, he's not supposed to be in the Gambia. He's supposed to be here in the United States unless he gets SSD, which I doubt if he gets SSD. But I don't know. I don't know how the military stuff works. That's for the IRS to finish and figure that part out. But yeah, this was a headache. Let me go back to the report. So I started researching them on June of this year. And why did I decide to research Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? Because again, I research issues that impact the repat and now the expat community. Okay, because if you go outside of Africa, they consider us expat. All right, so I'm going to start researching the expat. Blakkk Acres of the Gambia claim to be building a repat community for African Americans in the Gambia. Blakkk has taken over hundreds and thousands of dollars in donations to build this community. What we have seen is Blakkk building a multi-million-dollar home, which presents the question, is Blakkk using restricted funds to fund their personal expenses and lifestyle, being paid and taken care of with donors' money? And I suspect so. So this is why I did the research. I had emails, requests to do this research, and comments in the video, and different personal things led me to do this research. So, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, according to them, who are Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? Because some people don't know. The Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, remember I'm submitting this report to the IRS, so I'm trying to help them out too. So you guys got to bear with me because I know y'all know who they are. Blakkk Acres of the Gambia is 26 acres of land located in West Africa. Rick and Cynthia Usambura own this property. From the data presented, I cannot tell if the land is leased or owned. And that's true. One minute they say they're leasing the land, the next minute they say they're buying the land. Their conversation when it comes to that land is so confusing. I don't know. I can't say definitely if this land is leased or if this land is owned. Okay. The mission, what is the mission of Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? Because in my mind, they're taking donations. So people who take donations are charities. Charities have a mission. So what is their mission? Their mission is not clearly displayed anywhere. So I could only come up with the mission by what I seen them doing, than what I heard them say. The mission of Blakkk Acres of the Gambia is to provide temporary accommodation for African Americans wishing to repatriate or visit the Gambia, in addition to providing organic farming, African American friendly stores and restaurants, and much more. We're all supposed to be located at Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. This is what encouraged most of us to donate and to support them and become the YouTube Blakkk family members. Blakkk has been on YouTube a little over 2 years now. They have been in the Gambia a little over 5 years. And this is only by what they're saying. I could be wrong, but this is what I've been saying, what I've been getting from their videos. And that source for that video was living in the Gambia after 52 years of living in America. And it was a Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. All right. So when did they purchase Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? According to that video, Purchasing Land for Blakkk Part 1, it was published 2 years ago. It appears that Blakkk purchased or leased their land around 2 years ago. If you have other information that says otherwise, please email me and let me know. So how did Blakkk pay for these lease lands? This is what we want to know. This is what we want to know. How did you pay for this land? If this land is leased or if you bought it, how did you pay for these 26 acres? Well, according to the YouTube video again, Purchasing Lands for Blakkk Part 1, which was published 2 years ago, starting at 1 minute and 49 seconds into the video. Rick states, the donors keep asking how much did he pay for the land and what size the land is. Rick refuses to answer. He tells the donors that it is their personal business. Therefore, he will not tell them exactly how large Blakkk is, and exactly, he will not let them know whether the land is leased or whether the land is bought. He doesn't tell us exactly, and he refuses to disclose this information. Why is this problematic? So people are saying, well, why can't he do that? He can do that. He says, no, he can't do that. If it was their work, like the arrival, their work money, their retirement funds, they can easily say, I'm not showing you people nothing. I don't have to answer to you. But this is not the case. They built this on donations. They collected donations. They solicited, actively solicited donations from us to build these properties, okay? So they are collecting, even though they're collecting donations, one of the rules when you take donations as a charity, and even though some people say, well, I didn't think there was a charity, they're acting. That's why the law says acting as a charity, because charities do certain things, okay? So you're acting as a charity when you say donations. You're acting as a charity when you say a raffle, all right? So when somebody takes a donation of over $75, they need to send you a disclosure statement, all right? We have no way of knowing whether Blakkk sent these disclosure statements to their donors or not, because they're refusing to give out any information. So we don't know. In addition, so just Blakkk people who give me money, if you want to show me your disclosure statement, please do so. I'll present it on Keke Loves Nigeria gladly. In addition to the above, if you are refusing and you earn more, if you are fundraising and you earn more than $15,000 a year fundraising, you are required to complete an IRS Form 990 or a Form 990E. Did you complete that form, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? Because you easily could fundraise in that raffle more than $15,000. In this raffle where you just collected, this donations where they donated you, your fundraiser, where they donated you $100 for those plaques, you clearly earned more than $15,000. But you just reported that this year. Let's see if you report that next year. The above form is required to be completed by all charities. All charities have to complete that form, all of them, all right? Also, you must submit a Schedule GG supplemental information for fundraising and gaming activities. Did you submit the supplemental form, the GG supplemental form to the IRS to let them know that you are fundraising and you are engaging in gaming activities? Did you do that, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia? I suspect you did. I suspect you did. And you guys want me to turn a blind eye to all of this. Are you serious? Like she said, be mindful. The person who told me, you teach, I do teach kids. Be mindful. Be mindful of what you do. I'm very mindful of what I do. Because not only do I teach kids, I have kids. And I want to be the best mother I can be. So I've been mindful all my life. That's why I'm standing up for what's right. Nobody has a right to be defamed on the internet because they have a different point of view than you. Because they're doing their civic duty. Be mindful because I'm doing my civic duty. You people need to quit with your little correct. All of the above are required because they held a raffle and they take donations. The $100 plaque. Okay. Therefore, I could not find how much bag cost. I couldn't find how much they spent. Mr. Jordan says it was $11,000, but we don't know because they didn't tell us. I cannot even tell you whether they own Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. I can't tell you if it's leased. I can't tell you if they own it because they are not transparent. They operate as a charity. They take donations. They act as a charity because they take donations, but they refuse to follow the laws, the rules of a charity. And one of the rules is that they have to be transparent, and they are not transparent. That's why we don't know. That's why I have to speculate. That's why I have to suspect, because I don't know, because these people don't reveal the truth. In some videos, they say they own the land. In some videos, they say they are leasing the land for 99 years. However, according to the Gambian Constitution, a non-citizen cannot own 26 acres of land. So I am not really sure how they can own that much property. And the source for this was the IRS and the Gambian land regulations. And of course, bag videos. We're going to stop right there. Plus the sale of their home and the investment income. Do you think they are dependent on you? Plus the sale of what home? Sale of what home? They said they walked away from. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Didn't they walk away from their home? And what investment income? What investment income do they have? Do you think they are dependent? They're obviously dependent on YouTube because they're always on YouTube begging for money. So if you weren't dependent on YouTube, why would you put your whole life on the risk at risk like that? I don't understand that. If you were not dependent on YouTube, why would you be having an illegal raffle on YouTube that somebody can clearly report you for? If you're not dependent on YouTube, why would you be taking donations on YouTube for plaque for $100 and you know you're not a charity, but you're taking donations? If you're not dependent on YouTube, why would you do that? If you're not dependent on YouTube for YouTube money, why do you have 4 sources of income where you can donate if you're not dependent on YouTube money? What investment do these people have? What house did they sell when the investors are after them, when their bill creditors are after them? We're going to get to that. So if they had all of this, don't you think the creditors who seized their GoFundMe twice, don't you think they would have seized that stuff too if they had all of that? These people are defaming people on the internet. They make up lies to spread about you on the internet. And you want me to, they want to call your employer and lie to your employer about you. And you want me to believe these people have a house to sell and that they have investment income. Okay, Mother, I thought we was cool, but I see you. No. I don't know where you're coming from. Oxford Dictionary has written by white people. And guess what? I'm 20% white.
So I'm not going to sit here and say because it's written by white people, it has no credibility, because that's saying because I'm 20% white, I have no credibility. So your point is, I'm not even read the rest of that. That's ridiculous. So I hope the net worth is about, so I have a net worth of about $700,000 plus about, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. We don't really care about that right now. I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're successful and you're accomplished, but I don't really see what that has to do with what we're talking about. Well said, Keith. Hey, I'm sorry about yesterday. I'm sorry. I got so busy I completely forgot. Would be fine, but that is your long term. Okay, you must be. Oh, you are talking. You're doing an excellent job focusing on them. They are messy and they are dusty and they are getting under their skin. Yeah, I know. Because the truth always hurts. The truth hurts. Did they seriously only give one chance to people who thought, well, yeah. And I can't believe these people are still, yes, they gave one chance. From my understanding, if I'm wrong, correct me. But from my understanding, that there was supposed to be some hoopla. People gave more than one. And you know, if you buy a raffle ticket for a raffle, if you buy 5 raffle tickets, you got 5 chances of winning. They didn't do that. Well said, Kiki. When one asks for donations, they are. But the question is, are the charities? No, they're not registered because I checked. Before I came on today, I checked. Yeah. Or someone say that they were millionaires in the Gambia. Well, guess what? You can be a millionaire in the Gambia also. It's not that much to be a millionaire in the Gambia because you got to remember how much our body is worth. So it doesn't take much to be a millionaire in Africa. That's why they rushing over there like that, because they can be a millionaire in Africa. Every time I would go to Nigeria, I would laugh. I would say, oh, I can go to Nigeria and I'll be a millionaire in one day. I could leave the United States and go to Lagos and be a millionaire in one day. I thought it was funny, but I see people really get off on that. I have an honest question. Why did you describe them as black? Because they're terrorists. Because the KKK is a terrorist organization. And in my opinion, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia is a terrorist organization. So I'm describing them for what they are. They want to say the United States is a terrorist organization. No, a terrorist country. No, you are the terrorists. That's what the KKK is for. They are only a terrorist would do what they've done to me, tried to do to me, and continue to try to do to me, and enlist other people to do this to me with them. That's the sickness. And guess what else? These people do it. These people do it. This is the sickness behind these people. That's why. Anybody who follows them, they support a terrorist organization, in my opinion. From what I experienced from them, this is a terrorist organization. Well said, Keke. You are doing this because they chose to do this. Right. Keke, bad guy talks too. Oh my. Please send me this video, y'all. On a property near their land. Please tell me y'all caught them doing it. The workers told the story. The workers were scared to go to jail. Oh, y'all, please. Is it on the video? It's called Bride. What's called Bride? Oh, you talking about why they get down with them? Well, I don't know what it's called. It's called doing business. We call it bribes. They call it gifts. Okay, because guess what? If you're talking about the government, Mr. World, guess what? To do business in Africa, you got to give me a gift. I'm not doing no business with you unless you give me a gift. And a lot of times those gifts are monetary gifts. We call them bribes because that's how we look at them. But in Africa, well, I'm not going to say Africa. I've worked in Africa. But in Cameroon, we call those gifts. And guess what? Any business person who wants to do business with the government there, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take us out to eat and you're going to give us gifts. Okay, if you allow, I can put the WhatsApp number here. He is a general matter of a famous American
speak for, I think we can give to
Yeah, put it on here. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. And then I'll put it in my on my community board because people need somebody to connect to. And I know if you recommending them Visionary of Love, they on the up and up. Because y'all, if she telling y'all can do business with them and y'all can contact them, then they good. Okay? They good. So put it on here and then I'm gonna put it on the community board. Africans are no, they're not docile. And they are very smart. However, to tell other Black folks not to donate or invest in Africa is crazy. I did not say donate. I didn't. When did I say don't donate and invest in Africa? So you look at Blakkk Acres of the Gambia as Africa? I never said that. Please don't twist my words. I would never say that. I would never say that. I said don't donate to them. I said don't go to the Gambia to repatriate as long as Blakkk Acres of the Gambia is there, unless you got a connection there where you're not going to need none of these people for nothing. A ride, a hookup, a dollar, nothing. So no, sir, you're not going to put that in my mouth. I love Africa. I've been to Africa 11 times. You can never put that in my mouth that I don't love Africa and that I said don't donate and don't invest. Why would I say that? Don't donate and don't invest to those people. No, not to those people. I said go visit the Gambia. I said the Gambia is a very beautiful place. I recommend anybody go visit there for 10 days or more if you want to, but 10 days is pretty much all you need. I've never said that. Yeah, go visit, go have fun, because it's a fun place and it's a lot to do and it's a beautiful place. So I've never said that. Go to Africa, check it out, but do not repatriate to the Gambia as long as Blakkk Acres of the Gambia and their bullying crews are there. That's what I said. That's what I said, sir. That's what I said. If they aren't weak, they are the Chinese treating Africans like crap. Then, okay, if they aren't weak, why are the Chinese treating the Africans like crap? You're talking about labor laws, okay? I bet you they're not treating the presidents like that. I bet you they're not treating the government officials like that. You're talking about the labor laws. The labor laws in Africa, well, they need to be developed. People need to, the labor laws, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what it's just, especially since licenses are probably annual. They are. They are. You have to do your license either 5 years or every year. Okay? But you have to continue to do these license stuff. And they check constantly to see if you're a criminal record. Constantly. So these people can't even engage. And to do a nonprofit, Rick and Cynthia could never get a nonprofit license because they were accused and convicted of child neglect. You cannot run a nonprofit. Who's going to give them a nonprofit license? Who? You got to do background checks to work there, honey. Because you got to have a good moral character. And we already looked at their moral character last week. You got to have a good moral character to run nonprofits and to take other people's money. That's why they need to develop the labor law. Just like before our labor laws were developed, we had little kids working in the factory. So we got our labor laws developed. Now you better not do that. The winners they chose never existed. No, they didn't because they never came. Why do Nigerians worship whiteness? Why do Nigerians worship whiteness? I don't think Nigerians, I don't know. I mean, some of them like white people. Well, you know what? This wasn't a Nigerian. This was yes, it was my Nigerian friend. I asked him. We were watching P Square because y'all know I love P Square. And I noticed after P Square got big, they started having white people in the videos. It went from African girls to white people, European people, right? And I said, why do they do that? And they said because white women is a sign of wealth. And I said, why? And they said because it's foreign. It's outside of Africa. It means you went to a foreign land and you succeeded because you can go to foreign land and you can get foreign women. So it's not so much it's a white woman, it's a foreign woman in a foreign land.
And to them, what, like in society, a lot of societies value the European woman, so she's top dog. So when they see you with a video or with a white woman, they think, boy, that person has succeeded. That person got money. But that's just what they think. That's what someone told me. Because I did ask that question. I did ask that because I was curious. So that's what I was told. I don't know how true it is because I never researched it. I never asked like a number of people and I never looked it up. I never tried to get a serious answer to that question, but that's just what he told me. Jealousy will kill someone. Yeah, it will. Jealousy and envy and her evil sister envy. Oh my God. Because jealousy will turn to hatred. And when you hate somebody, it consumes you. Your heart becomes black. And that's another thing. They call it Blakkk Acres. There's nothing but evil out there. Ain't no crops growing black. When now black dirt, we know black dirt is not in Africa. But now their dirt is red. And I'm sitting there thinking, Blakkk Acres, yeah, because all of the evil and the blackness that they do to get them acres. That's why it's black. Because all the dirt. Because what they did to me, what they tried to do to me, yeah, that's just the icing of the cake of what they've done, what they've really done in real life. Like I said, if I was living in the Gambia, if I had repatriated already, what do you think they would have done to me? What do you think would have happened to me? Yeah, jealousy will kill you. Anger, jealousy, hatred, all of that. As Joanne, you don't. So, I don't know what that means. Oh, Joe, you don't even on top. I don't know what's up. Oh, you're talking to Joe. Okay. Why are these things going on in Africa? Oh, we should ask her question. With all these things going on in Africa, Africans can't be very smart. Africans are very smart. Africans are probably the smartest people I've ever met in my life, for real. They especially those Nigerians. Nigerians, they are really highly intelligent. But Africans, as a people, they're very smart people, extremely smart people. But with the things that's going on in Africa, it's called development, people. These are the growing pains. What we're watching, we can sit back and watch in our developed nation and judge. But these are growing pains. These countries are developing. So that's what you're seeing. The land is not agricultural land. There's a heavy salt content. And the land, yes, it is. That's why I'm like, this is not even good land. The white European colonizers were intimidated. Yes, they were. And this is true. Were intimidated, angry, furious, jealous, envious, and bitter, and resentful. They sure were. And that's why you see Africa like mash, like you will never, ever be successful again. Because they remember what they did to them. They remember how when they had to approach them kings, and they didn't like that. They didn't. The African kings, man, you know how they are with their gold and they dress and they everything. They don't like. The world does not like bowing to the black man, and this is what I'm just saying. Okay, they can bow to white Europeans, no problem, but bowing to the African became problematic. And they had to dismantle Africa and promise that that African man would never, ever be on top like he was. They promised that. And that's why you see all these issues. Because they were like how Bag and their cronies united and they worked together to defame my character. And you were seeing it on this channel, on that channel, on that channel. It was all going at the same thing. They was working together. That's what the Europeans said. We're going to work together. Keep these people down. And that's a fact. Look up the scramble for Africa. That's what it was all about. They said never again with these people. Never again we have to come and bow down to them for anything. Yeah, that's what it was about. Chinese man was arrested not too long ago in Rwanda for making a little African village gift. Chat mean and racist things about themselves in Chinese language. Well, good, he should be. The house they are building is a furnace. They won't be able to stay in the house for the daytime. God, you're right. And it's so high. You're right. How are they gonna cool that house? They don't even know. They don't even realize. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, let's go back to this. Okay. Uh so we talked about, okay, where did Blakkk get the money? This was the next question that led me to. Where did they get this money to purchase this land? Where did they get the money to do anything? So again, Blakkk operates as a charity, as a public charity. It appears from Blakk's videos that nearly 95% of their income comes from donations. They have several ways that you can donate money to Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. For one, you can donate via PayPal, email, Patreon, Super Chat, and Cash App. They also take internet donations. There was no way for me to calculate how much income or even guess how much income they were getting on these other sources of income because they're not transparent. And like I said, they made money through international raffles, which is international gaming. They do not have a gaming license, and that is totally illegal. But they did. That raffle was totally illegal. And you guys wanted me to watch some illegal activity. Know it's illegal and not report it. And then you tell me to be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. Because you teach little kids. You're exactly right. And that's why I'm reporting them. That's why I'm reporting them. Because I teach little kids. And my little kids live in the hood. So this snitching problem is a problem for them. They see wrong. They see grown-ups. Since you want to get into it, they see grown-ups do wrong. And nobody say nothing. And nobody say nothing. They see wrongdoing daily and nobody says nothing. They think that's snitching. So I teach my kids what snitching really is. Snitching is when I agree to commit the crime with you and then I get caught. And instead of me taking the fall for myself, I'm going to bring you down with me. I'm going to tell them you was doing it with me. That's snitching. That's snitching. But if you see somebody doing wrong and you know it's wrong and you don't tell, that's not snitching. And you say you tell, that's not snitching, people. That's not snitching. Our kids got it all wrong because we're not teaching our kids anymore. We're letting the criminals teach our kids. Because you know why? Because people like me have moved away from the hood. We don't deal with the hood because the people like the repats in the Gambia, they come from the hood. And we move away from that because we don't want to deal with that element. So I'm not going to the Gambia to live to deal with that element, that trash element, that I'm gonna do wrong, and I dare you to tell. I dare you to tell, because if you tell, I'm gonna call your job. Call my job and tell them what? Tell them what? That I reported you to the IRS for suspected fraud? People, are we serious? And people were doing it with them. People were down with, oh, what is the information? Oh, I found the information. People, something is wrong with these people. And you think I would repatriate to a place like that and recommend that people repatriate to a place like that? Not unless you're going to do it like Tara will do it, where she won't have no contact with nobody in that repat community. So where they get the money? Okay, well, I told you where they got the money. We talked about internet donations. And also, they have various GoFundMes before they were blocked. They had 2 GoFundMes that were blocked by their creditors, according to the Fresh Prince of Wakanda's YouTube video, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia GoFundMe account blocked again. How much money do they owe in America? So if they had all this investment property, if they had all these assets, why is the government, why are creditors blocking their GoFundMe? And this has got to be something that you can't forgive with bankruptcy. It's probably child support. That's just my speculation. I don't know. But I know child support will destroy you. And they admit that they were ordered to pay child support, and they admit that they refused to pay child support. So they did admit that. So it could be child support. Let's get dry. Check my lipstick. So the Fresh Prince of Wakanda, he has a really good theories about that. Okay, you might want to check on him. I don't think I like this lipstick. It gets dry after a while. Okay. So the Fresh Prince of Wakanda explained in his video that Rick's GoFundMe was shut down because he owed his creditors more than $15,000. All right, he owed his creditors more than $15,000. So am I making that up? So we're making that up. We're just picking on them, right? Okay. The Fresh Prince, he explains that a particular GoFundMe, according to the Fresh Prince, had $50,000 in it. And y'all think that 500,000 number that I've raised it up to is wrong? Y'all think that's not right? Oh, I think it's probably more than that. I think it's probably more than that. So that GoFundMe, the Fresh Prince of Wakanda said had $50,000 in it, and it was shut down. Cynthia tried to came back to remember she came back to the United States, y'all, when she was doing a Clarksville, I don't know who's the Clarksville video, but when she came back to the United States, she came back to get a GoFundMe, but that GoFundMe was blocked also. So this was around 4 months ago. So we have these GoFundMes. 2 of them. $50,000 is a lot of money that was shut down. There's Cynthia's, I think Fresh Prince said it had 8,000 when it was shut down. So that's $58,000. And y'all think they reported that? Because GoFundMe doesn't report it. You have to report it. And did you guys know GoFundMe don't exist? I just read that on the internet. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta put my lipstick on. I can't do dry lip. I should have used my car mate because I think this lipstick was made in China, and it has a lot of what is that my lips don't like? Iron, I think. Iron in it, and yeah, my lips don't like that. Okay, so the particular okay, we talked about that. So this is another time. So there's 2 GoFundMes that were shut down, right? So after 4 months, so around 4 months ago, Rick and Cynthia asked their subscribers to donate them $2 or $5 a piece because they needed to they needed $140,000. $140,000 is a lot of money. Okay, along with these other sources of money. What are they doing with this money? Then they ask for donations for the plaque. The one wall plaque, you have to donate $100. They sold over 200. This came from Fresh Prince of Wakanda again. Now, I'm sorry, that didn't come from Fresh Prince of Wakanda. So, I'm supposed to turn a blind eye to all of that money, right? I'm supposed to act like that. All that money is not out there. I'm supposed to act like I don't know. I'm supposed to just act like willy-nilly, like everybody else. Like, oh, I get to go to Bag. When they build the apartment, I get to go stay at Bag. They're not ever building that. Don't you see that, people? They're not building that. If they were going to do that, they would have done that first, because that's what they were supposed to do. So now let's get to the $100 internet raffle, which is illegal. The $100 raffle was about around a year ago. Blakkk Acres of the Gambia began to solicit donations on their YouTube channel. These donations were solicited via the internet. You cannot engage in gaming at any level without a license. So you people want me to believe that Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, who've been convicted of child neglect, who said they don't pay child support, who said their child was removed from their home. You want me to believe these people have a game license when they don't even have a charity license? Look it up. Look it up right now. Get your phone out and Google it. Google charities. Look up charity. Charity lookup. Look for the IRS site. The one that says irs.gov. Don't use any of the other ones. Put in Blakkk Acres of the Gambia. Tell me what you think. You cannot engage in gaming at any level without having a license. It is strictly prohibited to run an online raffle for personal and commercial gain. The source again was IRS and Wiley Law Firm. They are now soliciting investment. I guess they heard me talk about donations, how you can't do that without being a charity. Guess what? They think they're so smart, so they're going to call them investment. Well, let me educate you people. In their video, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia, entitled What's Really Going On in the Gambia, dated July 16, 2010, 10 minutes and 45 seconds into the video, they let you know that they are looking for investors. You cannot sell investments, you cannot take investments unless you have an investor's license. If you take investments without investor's license, you are engaging in illegal activity. Stop there. Okay. But no, actually, I think I'm gonna keep going. Then we'll get to the analysis because I got to get off of here. Yeah, my phone going to go dead. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Okay. Is Blakkk Acres of the Gambia a listed charity? So that's the first thing we want to know. Okay, if they're a listed charity, Keke, then only thing we can say is, are they reporting their income? Are they claiming their income? Are they reporting this donations to the IRS? Because even if you're a charity, you got to report this to the IRS. You can't just take money without reporting it to the IRS. Okay, and you have to give a disclosure form to your donors who donate over $100. All right. So first we want to say, first I said, well, are they even a licensed charity? So I looked it up. According to the IRS, Blakkk Acres of the Gambia are not a licensed charity. Therefore, they cannot legally have any type of raffles or charities. According to the IRS, I'm sorry, they cannot have any type of raffles. Only charities can have raffles. According to the IRS, the only charities can take donations that was only a chair in the large amount of donations that the Blakkk Acres of the Gambia has taken. Only a licensed charity can do that. So say you're a charity and you haven't got your license yet and you want to take money. Let me educate you. What you do is you partner with somebody. I'm not going to tell y'all that because they're listening. Figure it out yourself. I'm not helping y'all do nothing. Therefore, they can't legally have any type of raffles or charity, according to the IR. So that whole thing was illegal. So I just broke it down to you how they got their money, which you see was illegal, according to the IRS and the Gaming Commission. You saw that. I just read it to you. You have to be licensed to do any of the things that they've done. How they get money, you have to be licensed. They have to disclose that money, what they're doing with that money. They have to be completely transparent with what they're doing with that money. But are they? No. No, they are not. No, they are not. They told us none of our business, remember? None of our business when somebody asked them. They said none of your business. All right. So now we're going to stop. I'm going to read your questions. Then we're going to move to the analysis and the conclusion, and then we're done. We are done, and we're moving on. This is not right. We're supposed to be one with each other, and Black people really got crabs in the barrel, bad mentality. So now listen to this, people. This is what I'm talking about. So when you report people in our community, when you hold them accountable, and you tell them we're not going to condone your illegal activity, when you tell them we're not going to condone you soliciting money and taking money and acting as a charity without a license, and you telling us that you're going to build a community when all you're really building is a life for you and your family. And we hold those people accountable for that. That's crabs in a barrel mentality. People, wake up and think. Wake up and think. Please wake up and think. Be more analytical with your life. Miss Winston, with all you talking about, how are you treating them? What? At Miss Winston. Who is Miss Winston? I want to see. Oh, Miss Winston Worley. Okay. What is this thing? At Miss okay, you talking to somebody else. Okay. Why are you talking about how we're treating them? Okay. Keke knows what she's doing, and she knows how to defend and how to protect herself. Exactly. They lived in a trailer, remember? See, he said that he wanted it to cheap it up and ship. He wanted to chop it up and ship it. Oh, for real? Oh my God. The white European colonizers are intimidated and threatened by the Chinese colonizers. I agree. I caught BS too. Nobody named Jerome Bennett with his suspect is missing persons database, and he's been missing for more. What? I agree. I call BS too. Nobody named Jerome Bennett with his specification is in the missing persons database, and he's been missing for more than a month. I play with toys. Thank you, because that should be on there. Oh wow. I am sure we all have. So what y'all think? Y'all think they just really want to get up off of Africa and they just using that as an excuse to leave? Y'all think that? I don't even know. I don't even know. But I'm telling you, that's how it be. And they get too embarrassed, they don't want to leave. I'm not saying this is their situation, but I'm saying this is people's situation. They get too embarrassed and they don't want to leave. I am sorry, we all have white in us, but that's beside the point. No, that is the point. That is the point. You want me to discredit everything white. So that means discredit myself. That's ridiculous. Because, lady, it's 2022. It's getting ready to be 2023. Lady, if you're still looking at things in terms of race and color, something is seriously wrong with you. Because you cannot blame white people for what is happening in the Gambia and what is happening on YouTube to me. This is done to me by my own people. Nobody's white doing this. And this is because I'm telling the truth, because I'm standing up for what's right. So, lady, please miss me. That means take your conversation away from me with all that ignorance and hate about white people. Hate ignorance. That's what you hate. Hate. Hate that type of stuff. Hate liars. Hate people who mismanage funds of donors. Hate that stuff. But don't hate the truth, lady. Laugh out loud. If you were in the chat and do not agree with Miss Vicky, I don't know what. I think this person. I don't even know this. Something about I'm starting to feel like this is a troll. So they go. Like it's one of them people we talking about. You can kind of tell after a while. They try to hide it so they could be in the conversation, but then they start giving up because y'all know my name is Victoria. Y'all know, come on. This is, I mean, and I don't even know why they do that. Like that's gonna hurt me. I'm proud of my name. I actually like my name. I think it's beautiful. And people do call me Miss Vicky. You're absolutely right. So I'll take that. You can call me Miss Vicky anytime. So again, you're not revealing anything except how desperate you are to talk to me that you create fake profiles. What? See what I mean? That's why I'm not going to the game. These people these are adult people. This person been on here for I don't know how long. Created a fake profile to try to talk to me. The solar panel backdoor deal. Who pulled y'all together? Who pulled y'all together? Hit the like button. Oh, thank you. Who pulled us together? We all have a rich, expensive black melanin in our DNA. Yeah. Oh, thank you for your trust, Keke. No need to pay middleman. Middleman. pay a middleman. It's this man can give you right the information assistance you need firsthand, people. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Why do men and why do Chinese men choose black women over their own? I think people like foreigners. I think that's what they like because that's why I date African men. I think they're interesting. I seriously think they're interesting. I like them because they're interesting and they have a different view on life. So I don't think like you sit and you think, oh, I like them because of this. It's certain things that you're attracted to. And I like African men because they are intellectuals. So I'm not sure, but I'm sure it's something that they like about them. Why would you do a out, uh, outfit of the set? That dress is beautiful. Oh, thank you. The Blackk Acres do not like the arrivals because since they arrive, the arrival has been dipping into the funds they get from there. I believe it. I believe that. I believe that. I truly believe that. Uh, Deborah, yeah, Shantae White showed her true colors when she attacked family exodus. The Europeans stay on code. Tay is dishonest, deceitful, manipulative, and treacherous, cunning, and bullying. Uh, Negotiate with him directly. I am just recommending him. Okay, so she wants y'all to negotiate with him directly. Okay. China and Russia are sufficient and have supposed they're self-sufficient and have supposed surpassed America and Europe. This is a problem for the white colonizers. Miss Winston, thank you so much, and you're welcome. I just want you to have genuine questions. I believe Rick and Cynthia are good financially, at least enough to live in the Gambia because they wasn't because they wasn't. I believe they would have been went back home. Okay, then they need to quit begging on YouTube. Then they need to quit asking for investments when they're not investors, and they need to quit asking for donations, and there will be no problem. There will be no problem. Hey, he will tell you honestly. Okay, that's about the job. Do you give consultations? Yes, I do. Just email me. I do it all the time. I didn't even realize I was doing that, but I do it all the time, more than I realize what I'm doing. Yeah, just email me. Who, wow, who leave America, us without enough money to return ticket? Yeah. Uh, sorry, we don't know what we're talking about. All right, so let's get back to the conclusion. All right, so we're going to look at what my analysis was after I did all this. I sat down, I said, okay, now I got to analyze this. What did you get out of this? This is what I came up with. After completing this research, I don't know what that said. After completing this research, it becomes clear to me that there is some suspected fraudulent activity going on. Excuse me, with Blackk Acres of the Gambia. This is strictly my opinion and what I suspect. As a public servant of the United States of America, I am required to report suspected fraudulent activity. So, after reviewing this case of suspected fraudulent activity, therefore I reported Blackk Acres to the government, to the IRS, and they were also reported for running a charity without a license. I know for a fact they do not have a charity license. They are a not licensed charity. I checked on irs.gov. We know for a fact that they take donations on YouTube. We watched it together daily. We know for a fact that they built Blackk Acres of the Gambia with donation money from YouTube subscribers. We know for a fact they purchased Blackk Acres of the Gambia with donation money from YouTube subscribers. And from illegal donations, from an illegal raffle that they had illegally on YouTube, where they use the money for their personal and commercial gain. Which according to the IRS, you cannot do at any time. It is for the above reasons that I decided that it is important that I do my civic duty and report Blakkk Acres of the Gambia to the IRS for suspicions of wrongdoing and not reporting their taxes, for operating as a charity with no license. But if it is true, if I am wrong, then no harm, no fine. But if it's true, the IRS will deal with Blakkk Acres of the Gambia accordingly. In conclusion, I conclude from my research that the Gambia is not, I repeat, it is not the place for me. I want to choose the best place there is for me to live when I repatriate abroad. I realized through this whole journey with the Gambia and doing this research that this cannot be an emotional journey. This repat journey cannot be based on emotions. This repat journey cannot be decided by how you feel. You cannot base your emotions on how you feel. That's going to cause you a lot of problems. Okay? I realize, again, through this whole journey through the Gambia and doing this research, that this cannot be an emotional journey. Where you're going to live, you cannot decide that on how you feel or whether I like Blakkk Acres of the Gambia and I believe in their journey and I believe in their dream and I want them to win, so I'm going to go there because they went there and they're, no. That's emotion. That's not even logical because you don't know their situation and they don't know your situation. They're two completely different situations. So you can't look at them and say, oh, they did it, they're there, and I'm going to go because they tell you to. That's emotion, people. That's not logic, and that's not rationale. If you plan to leave the United States, you need to think logically and rationally, and you need to get out your feelings. This whole, I want to help Africans come back to Africa because they love Africa. No, that's somebody playing to your feelings, playing to your emotions. You don't want that. You don't want anybody to play to your emotions. You want somebody to tell you logically and rationally why the Gambia is a good repat choice for you. Do it yourself. If you're repatting there, write it down. Write down the pluses and the minuses. Do it logically. But for me, I know after this, I won't be going there. I will go there to visit, because we have family there, but we are going to build our life outside of the Gambia. We're going to look for other places because I don't want to live in that element. I don't. When I go abroad, I go abroad for peace. I go abroad for fun. I don't go to another country to have to be looking over my bag or wondering who's saying this or wondering who's going to do that. And if I go to the Gambia to live, that's what I'm going to be doing because these people are birds of a feather and they all fly together. So let's finish. So this is what I'm going to do, okay? I'm going to do research and find out which place is the best place for African Americans to retire logically, okay? Not based on these wannabe YouTube stars, these wannabe leaders in the Pan-Africanist movement, this wannabe one man, one baby, one kid. No, we ain't doing none of that, bro. We not doing none of that. We're not on that. We're not doing that. We want to know logically and rationally, why is the Gambia where I want to relocate? Because I can go to the Gambia and visit without relocating. And actually, it's better for the Gambia if I come and visit instead of relocating. Because you know why? I'm going to tell you how a city looks at it. This is how we look at it. See, when you come in as a visitor and you come to travel, you're going to spend money. And I'm not going to have to spend any resources on you as a city, as a state. I don't spend nothing. but you spend everything. So that's a win-win for me, right? But if you come in as I want to immigrate there, guess what? You're not spending that tourist money. You're not going to spend money like that. No, you're not doing that. You're spending that repat money. Okay? That repat money gets tight after so long. All right? So that's what's going on. So then you got that repat money that's gotten tight, and guess what else you're doing? You're using resources now. You're used like all the times they call the police, all the times they go to court of high crimes, all the lawsuits. Those are using resources. So when you immigrate, you're actually using resources unless you're doing some big investment. And Bag and Blakkk Acres and those people over there, their investments are not doing anything for the Gambia. It's only doing something for themselves. Only doing something for themselves. So I'm going to research these places. And I'm going to do this logic. And I'm going to present it to you. And some of these places will be in Africa, and some of these places will be in Europe, and some of these places will be in the Caribbean. Because I'm serious about this. I'm not letting my emotions get me, because this is what got me in the Gambia, my emotion. Listening to other people, believing in other people. I was in Nigeria. That's what got me to the Gambia, my emotions. I'm not going to let that happen to me again. I don't want that to happen to anybody. So I'm going to do research to find out which places are the best places for African Americans to retire logically, guys. Not emotionally, logically. Okay? So I want you to join me on this journey. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to research these places. I'm going to research the places. Then I'm going to present my findings to you guys, just like I did with Blakkk Acres and the other people. I'm going to do this, but this time I'm going to do this for places that come up in my survey, because I'm going to get a survey together. I'm going to find out, I'm going to research and see not only people, what are agencies saying are the best place for us to repatriate. Okay, I got like 15% on my phone, so we got to hurry up. So I'm going to look at those places, and then I'm going to present you information. I'm going to present you information, and I'm going to even travel to those places. Okay, so I'm going to travel to those places, and we're going to do just what we did. We're going to talk about, I'm going to look at what's going on in the repat community there. I'm going to see what we can find and see what we can discover, and we're going to check them all out, because we're going to make our repat journey a logical and rational one. Okay, I can promise you that I'm going to give you information. I can promise you that I'm going to inform you. I can promise you that I'm not going to lie to you, because you guys see, I am not a liar. If I was a liar, I could have swept this under the rug and kept on going. And no defamation. No, they would have defamed my character. Tried to. Yeah, well, that's defamation. They didn't try to, they did. So I can promise you that, okay? So I can tell you we're going to learn a lot. We're going to discover new places. And I want you guys to ask me questions. And you guys can even suggest places that you want me to check out, okay? So if you heard about a place that people are retiring, because retirement is going to come soon, all right? It's going to come faster than you think. So people want to check out, you see somebody telling you about a place and you want to check it out, let me know. And I will go and check the place out for you. Well, it depends on the place. Some places I will travel there, and some places we'll just do research. All right. So that's the new direction we're going to go. We're not going to just be stuck in Africa, because I'm not 100% African. I'm 80% African and 20% European. I'm North American. My white people don't even come from America. They come from Europe. So how do you think my white grandmothers are feeling? They're feeling like, hey, Keke, what about us? Check out where we come from. We welcome you there. You're 20% us. What about us? So I'm not going to ignore them anymore. So I'm going to check out European places also. I'm going to leave it open. I'm going to do this survey, find out the places, and we're going to go from there. It's no more limited. We got to go to Africa. Why I got to go to Africa? Because I'm black, because I look black, because I appear to be African because my skin is black. That ain't why Africans don't even stand African. Africans travel all over the world. Africans are everywhere. It's just African American. We gotta go because we're black. We gotta go because we're black. Instead of I need to go to the place that I can not only live, but I can thrive. And that's what I'm gonna look for. That's what we're gonna do, y'all. That's what we are gonna do. That's what the direction I'm going in. That's why I thank God all this happened. I thank God because now I'm about to open it up. I'm gonna give y'all a plethora of information and choices. Not places where we go and we be exploited constantly. I don't want to live my retired life being exploited and overcharged. I don't want to do that, y'all, for real. I want to go to a store and let the daggone price be on the store and I'll pay for the price. Okay? I don't want to go to some place and live where people look at me as a dollar sign. I don't want that. Personally, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm looking for places where I can go. I can live. I can thrive. My money is worth more than what it is in the United States. And then I can have a happy life. And that's what I'm going to do. Well said, Keke. We're actually intelligent, educated, and well-informed. Unfortunately, they are corrupted over 50 years. Yeah, they are. Exactly. They bring nothing to the table except drama and nonsense. That's all. Stop gossiping and face your business before you ruin yourself down, like run yourself down. I don't know what you're talking about. They should get charged extra for the phone calls. Well said, keep Blakkk Acres people doing this to you. It is. That's what, Miss Deborah. I'm not stupid. They want me to get on that stupid white people wagon. Hate white people wagon. When they the ones doing it. When they the ones organizing each other to defame my character. Not one of them are white. Not one person is white. Not one person is white. Not one. But I'm supposed to believe the white man is behind this? Okay. Okay. If you say so. If you say so. Y'all know I love to sing. You all right, Keke? We gonna get off of here. We're gonna go through these comments. Keke loves Nigeria. Yeah, there's trolls in the track and fake A-listers. Yeah, they are. I just realized that. Yeah, they are. I just realized that. They can watch. You crazy son of a. We don't know what that is. Conway Barnes. We don't know what you're talking about. I thought that was the plan. The plan, though. You thought what was the plan? We're going to see our white. Yeah, honey, we're going to. Girl, right. I don't know if you're a girl or a man. We're going to see our white relatives. I'm going to go look. I'm going to go present my DNA and say, can I get citizenship? I'm going to look. I'm going to look for the European countries with the easy citizenship. Because do y'all know some of them countries, you can deposit your check into the bank over there. You can deposit your your Social Security check. I don't know how many people get Social Security, but Social Security, I forgot the name of the country. I told you I've been already researching. But some of them, I believe it's the Philippines or Thailand. But do you know the government works with them to deposit your check, your Social Security check in the bank over there for you? There's some with the lenient immigration. Immigrating there is so lenient because they want you there. They want you there. But yeah, we're going to see our white cousins, y'all. We about to go see our white cousins, y'all, in Europe. Here we come. Hey, cousin, here we come. I am excited. Y'all, when I finally grasped this, that was what the 11 trip was about. Because, 11 means doors opening. Doors opening. Okay? When I realized that, it was like, walk through the door, Keke. Open your horizons. Who said you got to stay in Africa? You're not even 100% African. What are you doing? What about your European relatives? You're just going to discredit them? You're not going to give them no love this lifetime? You're not going to let them express themselves this lifetime? And y'all, I got some jazzy European black relatives. I can tell. So I am. And when I finally said, you're right, it was late at night, about 3 o'clock in the morning. This is when God wake me up to have these conversations. And I said, you're right. I need to embrace all of me. All of me.
Go see Europe. Go to Italy. Go to all of these places. Go to Portugal. Y'all know how cheap it is to go to Portugal? Do you know you can live in Portugal for $1,000 a month? Yeah, yeah, Portugal. And guess what? Portugal is the second place that Americans are repatriating. Or, well, not repatriating. They call them expats. Are moving abroad. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about all, y'all. I'm going to give y'all all this information because we're going to do things. No, we're going to be knowledgeable. That's why I said about tourists and why they are a big electronic factor again. I just don't send me money. Yeah, no, yeah. But go to the Gambia. I'm not saying don't go to Africa because y'all, if y'all think I'm going to ever stop going to Africa, no, no, no. Even if I decide, say I decide to repatriate in one of the European countries, not repatriate, well, yes, repatriate because hey, that's my DNA too. But say I decided to repatriate in one of the European countries, I'm still going to go to the Gambia because we have family in the Gambia. So we're still going to go to the Gambia at least 2 weeks out the year. So I'm still going to invest and I'm still going to do schools and I'm always going to give to Africa because Africa is me. But that does not mean I have to live in Africa. Okay, thank you, Gigi. Gigi said they've been there 7 years. I couldn't really tell because I get my stuff from YouTube, so it's hard to tell. And then when I tried to look for their about section, I couldn't tell. But thank you, Gigi. Well, you'll have to go to more developed country then. Black people are free to travel. Oh, yes, we are. All of and the blue passport. Some of the European countries, guess what, y'all? With the blue passport, I don't even need a visa. Get that. Get that. Some of the European countries, some of the Caribbean countries, Keke loves Nigeria, don't even need a visa because I'm an American. Can y'all believe that? Can y'all believe that? So yes, I'm going to broaden my horizons and I'm going to broaden your horizons. And yes, Africa is the motherland. Nobody said Africa was the motherland, but Mama did not say, don't leave home, girl. Mama said, leave home and go get educated. Go learn the world and come back and tell everybody about it. So while I'm in Africa visiting, I can tell everybody about it. If I decide that I'm going to repatriate to Europe, because again, that's a repatriating mission also, because I'm 20% European. Now tell me I'm lying. I got the test to prove. Keke, I've been to Nigeria. Oh, have you? 5 times since this pandemic. So you and I go together to get, okay. And what do you, yes. Yes. Because some people want to go to Nigeria. But we're going to look that out as repatriating to Nigeria, why people don't repatriate there. I think it's going to get, oh, y'all, Nigeria is so beautiful now. Lagos is so nice now. So y'all, we're going to check out that too. Because going to Lagos, that would be fun. Y'all would love it. I'm telling y'all, because it's not like Gambia. It's different. All African countries are different. No two, I think, are alike. Yes, honey, please stay in touch. Oh, Curly, stay ready. I just saw your name. Oh my God, it's you. Yes, Curly, stay ready. Been rocking with me for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. But look, she was one of the people who was watching my channel. And look, she's been to Nigeria 5 times. See, that's what I want us on my channel. That's what I want for us. That's what we do. We don't just sit here and talk, we do. Curly, stay ready. Tell me when you want to come on and talk about it, all right? And tell me if you want to repatriate. Email me, okay? So you can come on and talk about your 5 times there. Talk about whether you would consider repatriating there. If so, why? And if not, why? Okay? So email me. That would be good. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we can do a trip to Nigeria too. But Nigeria, I know that's not on there because I've been looking. Y'all know they're not going to ever tell us to go to Nigeria. They ain't never going to tell us to go to Nigeria. I'm just telling y'all honestly. They talk about poor my beloved Nigeria so bad. So bad. But I liked it. I really did. Yes, that's what I'm telling y'all. We can plan that. That'll be fun. You said, is my European relatives going to accept me though? Well, the question now, see that implies that I'm going there to be accepted. I never said I was going to be accepted. I said I was looking for a peaceful place to live where I can have fun. Because I love to have fun. Okay? And I love peace. I don't like drama, but I love to have fun. I do. I love it. I'm a fun-loving person. I never said accepted because to me, I accept myself. And that's all that matters. As long as I accept myself, then that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I don't go to places looking to be accepted. Keep defining, Miss Keke, look, keep defining yourself, and you should make these people accountable. You should, yeah, because one has black skin color, doesn't right? Exactly, exactly. I think me and Keke in the same state. Oh, for real? Where you at? Tell me what city you in. Maybe we can get together. You want to get together, Miss Joan K? Let's get together. Okay? Go to Nigeria with us. Go on a trip with us. Where are you trying to go, Miss Joan K? I know you don't like me like that though. But I'm telling you, in real life, you would like me for real. You would love me because I'm fun. I'm a lot of fun. Curly Stay Ready is in California. Just like Americans support their Americans here. Exactly. You should support each other. Everybody should support. Yeah. And you know the French people, they really don't like us. And that's funny though, y'all. That's one thing I need to let y'all know. When you go overseas, Europeans, they don't look at you as a black American. So that whole black card, you can throw that out the window. They don't look at you and say, hey, that's a black American. They say, no, that's an American. So, you know, when I was in France, the French people that I met, they don't like black people. I'm not black people, American. And American. I think they think we're opinionated and we talk too much. So when they were asking me my opinion, of course I'm going to tell them. But y'all should have seen how they was looking at me. They actually stood there with, you know how the French put their nose turned up like, how dare you? But you shouldn't have asked my opinion. And thought I wasn't going to tell you, but I thought that was funny. And then I asked somebody, I said, do the French people not like Americans? And they started laughing. They was like, no. This is when I was with the student at the university, right? And I asked them, I said, do the French people not like Americans? They was white, right? And they were like, no, they don't like Americans. I was like, oh, I thought so. Okay, I am loving the green and oh, thank you. You always wanted to. Okay. You'll like it. Nigeria is nice. It's fast paced. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So if y'all want to check that out, we can check it out. We'll do some research on it. Because I still got some friends. Curly Stay Ready know people there. She know people there because that's what I mean. You got to have somebody there. So Curly Stay Ready know people there. So we could easily go. It wouldn't be a problem. It isn't a race thing. It is a non-sequential and irresistible behavior that, yeah, let's talk exactly. I laugh out loud. Portugal, yeah. There's a lot of Americans there. Can you believe that? I was shocked. I was truly shocked. When I said Portugal, and I looked. And it was. It's true. It's true. A lot of Americans are going to Portugal. It's not, we can live in America. From what I've been researching, you can live in Portugal with on 1,000 American US dollars. You can live in a modest apartment in Lisbon, which is their capital, which is nice from what I say. Okay, good. So y'all, we're gonna do this, okay? Okay, let me put my email right here. So look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start visiting these places. So as we go to places that you're thinking about repatriating, you just go on that trip. Or if you want to go to check it out for yourself, but you don't want to go by yourself like I did, then you can go with it. Because you need to check it out for yourself. I'm serious, because I might like it, but you might not like it. Okay, here's my email, y'all. So email me and tell me some places. Oh, we gotta go. The light getting ready to go dim. Okay, y'all. We gotta hang up. Oh shoot. Maybe I can get it's getting dark. It's getting dark. My phone done got dark. Okay. I guess
I guess they won the spiritual against you by chasing and changing your mind about the Gambia. Really? If that's how you see it, that's how you see it. But I'm on top, baby, because I won. What did I come out with? And it wasn't about winning and losing. To me, it's never been about winning and losing. It's about the truth. I got the truth out there. Long as I was able to deliver the truth, they didn't run me out of nowhere, but I'm not around people like that. I don't hang around people like that. And let's see how much money they make after I'm finished with them. Okay. I think you spoke too soon, but you probably are one of them. So let me block you. It wasn't about winning or losing, it's about what's right. Oh yeah, that's an hour from me. Stay in touch. Okay, good. Stay in touch so we can talk about it. Let's go. I've never been to Nigeria. Yeah, Nigeria is fun. He was desperate to need the white people's acceptance. Nobody needs nobody's acceptance. Oh, okay, good. Y'all got my email, please. Keke getting ready to start a YouTube channel. Oh, good. Okay, send it to me so I can subscribe. Okay, and I can help get your channel out there. All right, there's my email, y'all. Okay, send it to me, Carly. Curly, stay ready. And how about you come on my channel and I interview you, and we can promote your channel, let people know if they want to know about Nigeria, they can get in contact with you. All right, y'all. I am done. I am out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking and rolling with me. I am really excited about being done with these people in the Gambia. This research was done. This was finished. I am completed. But I got some more things. If you guys send me topics you want me to research about them, though, I will gladly research them. Like the witchcraft, the whistling. Send me that video and I'll gladly do some research on it for you. But other than that, if y'all don't have anything else, thank you so much for coming out. I'm trying to end this broadcast. Actually, my phone went dead. Okay. But my phone is not coming back on. So I can't end the broadcast because my phone won't come on. And my phone is connected. So look, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. It is to probably say that I'm still live, but I'm not. Okay. Because we got to get off here. Okay. So thank y'all for staying on here with me. But let me get off of here now. All right, there's my email. It may say that I'm still live, y'all, but I'm really trying my darndest to get off here. But my phone won't come back on. It was so dead. So we're going to end this broadcast right now. Well, let me try to talk to y'all till it come back on here because it's just going to keep running. So where was we at? In their pocket, they always running. And their problem, what is the saying? The problem, they never owned anything. Yep. Okay, good. Email me, okay?
Because like I said, Nigeria was never on one of the places, though. It never came up as a good place, but that's because of Nigeria. Nigeria is not really a tourist place. You know what I mean? That's the problem with them. They're not really into touristy stuff. They're not tourist based. They don't make their money from tourists. Okay, check out Stephanie Party YouTube channel. African American woman who is repatriating to many. Oh, good. Thank you. Let me write that down. Stephanie Perry's. Okay. Yeah, because why limit yourself like that? Like somebody said, this person just said it's a guess they won the war. You what? This is about my spiritual my repat journey. We're not talking about no spiritual war here. What are you talking about? I said I was going to do research on Blakkk, and that's what I did. I didn't come to have a lifelong rock throwing fight. I'm not them. I'm a professional. I don't have time for that. I did what I came to do. Now I'm moving on. See how they mad, y'all, because I'm moving on. They don't want me to move on. They really don't. They want this drama between me and Blakkk Acres to continue. They like this drama, y'all. They really like this. They like to see us on YouTube fighting and acting a complete fool. I'm telling y'all. Hold on, y'all. They really do. They really like seeing us on YouTube, so they mad because I'm not gonna keep doing that with them, and I'm not. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. I presented my facts, and take them as you want to, honey. You can take them or you can leave them. It's up to you. Y'all, I'm just trying to get this daggone phone to come back on. I appreciate y'all just hanging out with me while I do this, because this phone needs to come on. I can't even end the daggone broadcast because the phone won't come on. So no, it ain't never been about that. It's just about the truth. For me, I want to get out the truth. Thanks, Keke. Oh, I like your glasses. I can see them now. Those are nice. All right. Okay. Okay, y'all. Uh-oh, I might be able to get it now. All right, y'all. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this new approach to my channel because I was just like, okay, this is done. What am I going to talk about? I'm not going to keep talking about this. I'm not going to keep being somebody's circus on YouTube. I'm not going to keep doing this every morning. I wake up, get into a name calling. I'm not doing that. I'm going to report on you, and then I'm going to be done with you. And that's what I did. That's what I told you I was going to do, and that's what I did. And that's what I done. So I'm done. If you're getting harassed, do a reporting to the creators of YouTube. Yeah, I am, because it's ridiculous. And it's not even, it's defamation. It's past harassment. This is just pure outright defamation. And they don't realize contacting somebody's employer, that's like stalking and harassment. You can, and with lies. On top of that, these are no real stuff. This is lies they making up. That if this stuff really happened, my employer would already know. And that's why I'm saying I'm gonna have to contact them. I'm gonna have to contact somebody, but I don't really care. I care because I got to do something. I can't just let you just treat me like that. But in the scheme of things, like somebody said, that is your professional career, Keke, and you can't let nobody dirty it. And they dirtying up Victoria Bertay, my legal name. That's the legal name. They're not even dirtying up my YouTube name. They're trying to dirty up my legal name. But anybody with common sense know that all that stuff they said I did, you cannot even do that and still be